Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm back with another Keeping It Real podcast, and today is a very special day. We got a big guest in the house. We got a special a TikTok celebrity, a star. The star is shining. But we got our boy Krispel in the house. What is going on, bro? Thank you so much for coming on. And
you butchered the name, by the way.
What's the name? Krispel?
Yeah, there you go. It's okay. It's just my last name.
The last name's pronounced Krispel?
Krispel, yeah.
Where's it from? Where are you from?
My dad was born in Israel.
Oh.
And his parents were born in Morocco.
Oh.
So that's where
that's nice. You can brag about that. It's ethnic. Yeah.
Comes in. But yeah, everyone says Krispel, so it's all right. You're
Krispel. Krispel. But if you don't know, you probably know if you're watching this podcast, but he's got a big following. Your boy don't. So subscribe, check me out, check out the other podcasts, but also his TikTok, all his music and stuff will be linked in the description, so you guys can check that out. Links will be right in the description.
Oh yeah.
And I'm excited, bro. What's going on, man? How you doing?
How are you doing? I'm doing good.
Not too bad, bro. This is low-key like our first time meeting. But
yeah, we met at Blend.
We met at Blend the other day.
I probably met you at maybe some type of party.
Like Pasquale's party or something like that. Yeah.
But
what's going on? What you been up to? A lot, bro. You've been up to a lot.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's fun.
It's fun?
Yeah, I'm trying to... Well, not trying. I'm just... I've learned that, you can really, have fun for a living. Especially at our age, when you don't have a mortgage or certain obligations that are going to come.
Those responsibilities.
Now is the time to, really run it the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take that chance.
Just go.
Damn. I like that motivation.
Just, go, Because it's I've seen what having fun with my friends for 40 seconds, when we're filming TikToks, we're cracking up.
Yeah.
We're just having a blast. So I've seen what a 40-second video can do for a business or brand or an income or value to other people. Because then, depending on what song it is, you put them onto a song and then you get messages your music saved me through this time and this. So it really shows what you can do with your energy.
Yeah.
And if you let it flow and channel it into a place where it allows you to keep being joyful, it's fun. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's dope, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope. When did you start making music?
I've been into music all my life.
How old are you?
21.
When did you turn 22?
March.
March what?
28th. Are you March, baby?
I'm March 8th. My dad's March 18th, so
no,
the whole squad.
Shit. What
the
hell?
whole squad, yeah.
888.
That's funny.
But I think so. Elementary school, I picked up trumpet. But drums. When I sat on the drums for the first time, it was I already knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just naturally, I just started shredding immediately. So I got more into drums. If you look up on YouTube, Braden Krispel, I'm giving myself away now.
Put it on, bro.
There's old drum covers of me doing drum covers of songs 8 years ago.
How old were you 8 years ago? Were you 14? 13, 14?
Yeah, what, 13?
Just
yeah.
posted it on YouTube?
Yeah, I didn't even think anything of it.
That's dope.
But yeah, so that started. And then it started to grow. When I was 16 is when I started producing, honestly, just opening up GarageBand.
Just opening up the app and just playing with it.
Yeah, just clicking sounds and shit. Yeah. And then after that, I just kept evolving. I immediately went to Logic, which is basically GarageBand's dad.
Okay. And that's owned by Apple? Logic?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I kept it going.
Do you make your music now on Logic?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely. Everything. From the beat to the mixing to the...
And I was about to say, you make your own beat, your own mixing.
For the most part.
And you write your own lyrics and everything?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mixed, mastered, engineered, produced by myself. The Russ, actually. Is that what Russ says?
Yeah, Russ is very passionate about that.
That's funny. No, that's awesome, bro. And when did you start taking music? Let's say, when did you start taking music serious? And when did you know maybe you had a real knack for it and you actually maybe could do something with music? Or even wanted to maybe do something with music?
So I'm going to touch on the second thing you said first because that was the order. when I started making songs where I would just, you ever like put on a song in the car and you're just vibing to it and you don't even like realize this shit, you're vibing.
Yeah.
Once I started making songs and I was just able to like vibe with it, like it was a song on the radio or whatever, I was like, oh shit, this is my song. Then I'm just like, this is fire. So once that happened, I was like, okay, I could probably dabble with this. I don't know like how relative of time it was to when I dropped out, but when I dropped out of college, it was like mentally I went into like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, okay.
And where'd you go to college?
I went to UT for a semester.
Where's UT?
University of Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's lit. Tampa's lit. Did you like the city though?
It was cool.
Yeah, Tampa looks lit. I want to travel there.
Florida's
dope.
Yeah.
But so what were you doing in college? Music? Were you doing music? Were you doing business?
In college, yeah, making beats in my dorm. Yeah.
What was your major though?
Media and film.
Okay.
Fucking like what?
Yeah. How long were you there for?
A semester.
Just one semester?
Yeah.
When did you know that you didn't go to Mercer or you didn't do anything after?
No.
When did you know that you were like, all right, I'm done. I'm not going to college?
I'm gonna tell you when. Well, I kind of knew the whole time, but
I feel it.
I'm gonna. There was this. Okay, I'm gonna explain. So there's this one class. I don't know what it was called. All freshmen take it.
Okay. One of those like Tampa success teach you how to.
Yeah, I don't know, some shit like that.
Okay.
So I'm taking it, and the last assignment was making your 4-year plan for the rest of the like university there, like subjects you're going to take because you need X amount of credits. So like what subjects and classes are you going to take to reach the credits and do the whole 4 years?
Yeah.
And I got it and I was like, I'm not going to be here for 4 years. So it was just like, I knew, I was like, I'm not going to be here for 4 years. So then.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Then after that, I was like, wait, if I don't want to do this, because in my mind, I'm like, I'm not going to be here for 4 years. Then why am I staying an extra second here?
Yeah.
That's illogical. That's dumb.
Yeah.
So gone.
You just decided you were, and what was that conversation with your parents? Was that hard?
No.
They were supportive of it?
Yeah. I mean, my mom, she was, she was, don't get me wrong. She's very supportive, but a little bit, she wanted me like, are you sure? Kind of deal. Like, you know,
yeah, of course.
Not, she didn't mean anything wrong of it. It's just, you know what it was.
I know now that you make your own like full on music. And at the time, were you making music or were you just producing beats and sounds and helping people out and doing stuff like that?
That's the funny thing. I wasn't even really making like songs yet.
Yeah.
I probably made like 4 songs when I dropped like 5 songs. I wasn't, and they were just like
playing
garbage
around beats and stuff.
I started to be able to sound good, but like what I was saying, it wasn't anything sustainable.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when did you, like when you dropped out and you decided you were done, did you know that music was the path that you wanted to travel?
Yeah.
Right away, instantly?
Yeah. There was no ifs, ands, or buts.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is so interesting.
Why?
So what's your, no, it's just interesting. That's because I feel like most people spend 4 years in college, get a degree, and still don't know what the fuck they want to do. And that's pretty nice at a young age, at 18, 19 years old. You're like, not only am I going to drop out or withdraw, whatever, however you want to word it, I have a path and I kind of have a dream and I have a goal and I'm going to go chase it. Most people even have a goal and never chase it. So it takes a lot of balls, honestly.
You think?
Yeah, bro. It does. Because, I mean, the easy way to go is just go to college, get a job, make music on the side if you want, but you completely dropped out.
But why is that easier? Because I feel like not all people, definitely not all people, but a lot of people that go to college, they're there because it's part of the programming.
Yeah.
It's just like always in your subconscious, like school. Your parents, what college
it's
going to?
Title.
Teacher.
The bragging right as a parent too. My son went to this school. He graduated with this degree.
Teachers are all your life. Teachers talk about college, principal. It's just it's literally ingrained. It's like concrete in your head. But
guidance counselors are literally made to help you apply to these colleges, take these loans out. These counselors are helping you take $30,000 out from the government. It's like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what I
was saying was a lot of people are doing that don't really know what to do. I know a lot of people that just got to college and were like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
So I feel like doing things you don't like is way harder than trying to do something you like. That's how I look at it.
For sure. But I think, how many people do you know that make music that, again, just post it on the internet thinking maybe don't do the right marketing, maybe don't put in enough work, maybe they could make more music, but they do just put in music to the ether and no one listens to it. And then they're like, fuck, I'm going to have to go get a job anyways.
Okay.
A small percent get a following and good music. And that's also due to quality of your music and the sound and the I guess the quantity of content that you're putting out and all the marketing that you're doing. Yeah. But it still takes balls. It's still definitely hard. It
takes desire.
Yeah, it does.
You have to
it does.
You have to, there's a difference between like liking the idea of something and just in your fucking whole existence, you only can see that shit. Like I have the chills right now talking about it. Damn. Because it's just like, I don't know, maybe people, obviously everyone's different. Everyone's wired different, but the way I operate, if I want something, it is not an option for it to not happen. That's not even in my realm. That's far out.
That's a powerful mindset, bro.
It's just...
But a lot of people don't have that.
Because if you like really zoom out, what we're talking about is... It's nothing.
Yeah, and to a certain extent, right? It's posting videos, you're making music, and you're just trying to have a good time with it. But
yeah, I feel like once you understand that everything else is a privilege, it gets easier.
Yeah.
Because when I wake up and I'm like, all right, I'm still breathing. I can eat. I got water. I have the necessities to survive. Everything else is extra. This podcast, extra as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's what makes it like, oh shit, I don't necessarily have to be doing this. This is a privilege.
Yeah.
So I don't know. For me, that idea just makes it more like, whoa, that makes it even more fun.
Damn, that's mad positive, bro. That's all. I like that.
Hell yeah.
I like that. Do you do affirmations when you wake up? Are you an affirmation guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some of your affirmations?
I would say more of when I wake up, not necessarily even affirmations, just instead of going to a phone or talking to that, like just be able to tap in.
You just be thinking? You meditate?
Yeah. Not that I like don't think, because it's very, I don't want to say hard. It's just the mind just goes.
Yeah.
But I feel like meditating is not necessarily can you not think or can you not focus on a thought or whatever. I feel like it's just being whatever is happening, like even if there's like 1,000 things going on up here, just being like,
just letting it flow.
Yeah, just like, I don't give a fuck. That's just
letting it flow.
Not me, you know what I mean? Once you realize that like all this isn't you, at least for me, when I started to realize what wasn't me and it's just literally everything, it creates this gap and then you become like unfuckwithable.
Expand.
Because like... And not like completely unfuckable. Like everyone has, emotions.
Of course.
There's things like nobody's perfect or can just be completely. I mean, hey, there might be some people that are just completely meditative to shit all the time. But I feel like, once you realize like you're this energy and then there's the gap. And then after the gap is your body, your mind, and everything in this external realm. It's not you.
Okay.
So once that gap is created, it's like a river. That gap is like a river, and all the fuck shit that tries to come and get me, it just goes in the river because I'm not that shit.
And what do you do to practice this type of mindfulness, or do you do anything specific?
I just try to sit and not give a fuck.
You just sit there and just like stay quiet and just chill?
Yeah.
Every morning?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just like this?
Yeah, bro.
Your dad ever walk in on you, or you just chilling there?
Probably, yeah. I think
Zombied
so.
up.
Yeah, I think one time I was hitting like a Wim Hof. And my dad came downstairs and he was like, "Bray," and I was just like, I didn't want to. I would think I was in like a breath hold. I'm like, I can't speak right now.
Yeah. I can't break the hold, Dad. No, that's funny. That's important, bro. When did you start practicing this kind of like affirmations and this sort of mindset? And were you always this positive? You seem pretty positive.
I try to be.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess when I started to feel it more, it just like started happening naturally. And then I started like attracting energies that had to do with that. Think about like if you're on YouTube searching up like Nike shoes, and all you're searching is Nike shoes, you're gonna fuck around and get ad for shoe laces, shoe soles,
Different videos for shoes. And stuff.
yeah, like you're gonna start to attract, you know, what you put out and what your energy is more involved with. So once I started involving my my energy with more of things that aligned with how I was feeling, that's when all this stuff started happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I think I do. So like, how do you feel? Are you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been happy for quite a while. Were there times
Yeah,
where
I mean, yeah, there's
were you happy in college?
see, I feel like happy is just an emotion, right?
I feel you. Yeah.
I don't know.
Were you so positive? Were you positive like this in maybe high school or college?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
So it was you
In
went
college, I was like, if you
Did you
like,
go out of your way to change your mindset?
Yeah.
But what are some of those things that you did?
That's what I mean. I don't
It's just
know.
like,
It wasn't
yeah,
specific
something happened in your
things.
life
It
just
wasn't
changed?
like just like boom. It was slowly. You just start to like grow and evolve and feel different. And I feel like your higher self starts to kick in more when you let it.
Now I'm following you.
Right.
100%.
It's like it's always
Yeah,
there.
yes.
It's just what frequency you're at and aligning with. Because
I
it's,
feel you.
you know,
No, 100%. No, I'm with you.
because it's
now.
like whatever
I'm with you now.
involving your energy in the most, that's what you're gonna attract. It's
Okay.
just like,
Are you religious?
I believe that there's higher selves, higher energies, the universe. I don't like claim to one religion.
Okay.
Nah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So that's lit though. That's lit. When did you start investing in all your like music gear and building? You got like, do you have a studio type of thing?
Yeah.
When
You
did
gotta
like,
come
start-
see it.
Yeah, I gotta come see it. That looks.
Yeah,
lit.
we'll come
That'd
vibe
be dope.
out.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
It's great.
When did you start like investing in all that?
After I got Logic.
When was that? Like junior, senior
I was
year?
16 when I opened up
Okay.
GarageBand, and then like
Probably
when
junior,
I
senior year of like high school or something like that.
right, yeah,
enough.
17.
Yeah. And did you sell beats? Was there a point where you were like making beats and selling them?
Nah,
No.
I always like dabbled. I'll put them on BeatStars, which is like a beat website
Where
for
people can go and buy them for cheap.
the
and they can-
marketplace.
Yeah.
But I never went like fully, because to be successful with certain things, like most things, you got to really fucking go for that.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going for that. So
I
it
hear
never
No,
beat
I hear
sound
you.
never came.
No, I hear you.
But then I would just, instead of selling it to whoever, I'm making the beat for me, and then knowing that I'm gonna make a song out of it, knowing that I'm gonna release it, knowing that I'm gonna promote it. So if there's one person I want to sell a beat to, it's me, because I know
Yeah.
I know what I'm gonna do with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that fucking mindset, dude. I'm about to do 100 push-ups after this guy, that fucking podcast. You're running marathon again. But so when did you hop on social media and start making like a real social media presence, specifically TikTok? And was that the goal? Did you see the algorithms on TikTok and know that there was like, because TikTok's the one place where you can, there's so much saturation, but you can really go out there and produce like content that people want to watch, that attention kind of grabbing content. You can get views. You really can. It's kind of organic, the kind of the algorithm in a way.
It is, because
Yeah,
if
it
no
is.
one fucks with your video,
Yeah,
it just won't. It's gonna get
exactly.
like,
And it
100 views.
it's so many people just see so much different shit instead of just like Instagram or something like that, where it's like such a small little feed. So like, yeah, when you hopped on these social medias, was it like an intentional kind of going out and marketing your music for sure?
Yeah, because, all right, let's think about it like this, right? I started releasing a bunch of songs. I have over 90 songs out.
Are they all on Apple Music?
Everyone.
Oh wow,
A lot.
90 songs.
And I have like a whole album in the tub.
90?
More, yeah.
Damn, bro, that's
Yeah.
lit. That is a good number. That's a good
Because
number.
I tapped into a place where I started feeling like, I guess like natural abundance happening. So I'm making a bunch of songs, shit like that is going on. So I'm like, why am I gonna hold it in? I'm a nobody right now. So what am I gonna do? Like holding in these songs?
Yeah.
I'm drop. So I was dropping songs every week. Drop. So now what that does is it's like a store, right? Let's say there's a shelf on the store. Like my songs, right, are the shit on the shelf. And I have all these products on the shelf. I can keep, for the rest of my life, I can keep putting products on the shelf, but unless I go out of the store and be like, yo, you want some shoelaces? You want socks? Oh, you need socks? Come in, I got them on the shelf. Mm-hmm. If I'm just in the store stocking the shelves and not promoting it, I'll have 1,000 products, but they'll just sit there. Mm-hmm. So that's what's happening with my songs. I was releasing so many songs, but they just sit there.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh, okay. I need to market this as hard as I'm putting them out.
Yeah.
So that's what started happening. And then I was like, you know what? TikTok, like, it's just like fun. It's fun.
When did you start posting on TikTok?
I don't know.
Before COVID?
Yeah.
Was TikTok a thing? Like right before, like a year before COVID, TikTok started blowing up. It kind of, right?
I feel like it's been blown up for the past years.
Yeah, like past like 3-4 years.
Yeah, but like I know what you mean. And within like the past like 2 years, it's really been
blown up. Yeah. Yeah.
So
how long did it take for you to get like a small following on TikTok?
All right, so here's what happened.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you what happened. I started posting 3 times a day. I just picked a number just because, not a number to be a slave to, nor to limit me.
Okay.
That's the like balance about goals, I feel like. You don't want to be a slave to things, in my opinion. Like, let's say like making money or getting fans. If I'm a slave to that thing is controlling me. Mm-hmm. But you also don't want to like set a goal and that limits you. So I just came up with my head like, all right, at least like around 2-3 TikToks a day, at least. Yeah. So once I started doing that, I think a week after it was like my first viral video. Okay. And it just shows you, I was like, all I did was align myself on TikTok with more on the abundant side. Instead of posting 2 times a week, I'm posting 7 times 3, 21 times a week. Yeah. Right? So now I got way more videos out. My chances of exposure are way more. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. So once I started to do that, then a lot of beautiful things start happening. One, the amount of videos you're posting a week is way higher, which, like I said, increases your chance of exposure way more. Also, you go way more into flow state with creating content because you're so used to making videos. Yes, so now the ideas start to flow more.
That muscle, you're working that muscle every day.
More and more and more. You tap into that flow, you get different ideas. You blah, blah, blah. Oh, you see how they like this one and how this one performed, how it affected the music. But it's just, you get in a flow. Yeah. So, once I just started being more present on social media, it's just like a flow of content and ideas. And
now let me ask you with TikTok, because personally, when I go on TikTok to try to post content, I post a little bit of content on here, some podcasts, a little bit of like my vlogs and some of the videos and stuff. But I go on TikTok to post, and then I get lost in like girls shaking their ass and all this crazy stuff. And then next thing you know, it's like 25 minutes, 35, 45 minutes. I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I just spent 40 minutes of my life on this, and I didn't even post what I wanted to post. And then like, I found low-key TikTok for me personally. Like I do have to hold myself accountable, because if I posted more clips on TikTok for the podcast, I would definitely get way more. There are some clips that got a couple thousand views, and then a couple hundred views, and then some that just flopped, and then some that would get like hundreds of likes. So if I know if I kept doing consistent post on TikTok, it could work, but it is like so toxic. It's like, I'm on there for like 45 minutes, and like all these girls are shaking their ass. And
Bro, just post the video.
And I'm like, this girl's like underage. I'm like, oh shit. And then it's like, it's so fucked. I know.
Just go on there. If you catch yourself scrolling, no. That's not what I'm here for. It's not what I'm here for.
I know. I gotta.
Because here's what I feel like.
I get lost.
People right now, TikTok is the app to change your life.
Crazy.
Bro, I stopped working
so
a
too.
9 to 5 a job because of that app.
When did you stop working? When were you able to?
When I started making more than I was at the job from music.
That's lit.
And I was like, gone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Because now, obviously, since it's not like a guaranteed check, there's risk that's involved with that, because then if shit drops, now you make less money, blah, 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 blah.
That's what I'm saying. You're taking that risk before.
Taking a risk, but it's like that. Balls. But now, me being out of the job, now I can just wake up and focus on just this. I'm not spending 8 hours here doing this, making beats at the same time there. Like when I was working, I'd be making, it was my dad's store. He owns a vape shop.
Okay.
So, any way I can, like after I would do everything needed in there, I'd be making beats. I made my one of my number one songs, Patience. I made that beat while working.
I like that.
In the store,
fire, bro.
off broken laptop speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that just goes to show.
It's about to hit 2 million streams on Spotify. I made that shit in a fucking vape shop on glass with broken speakers.
2 million streams, that song alone on Spotify?
Yeah.
Wow, bro. That's lit. That's awesome, man. Good for you, man. That is awesome. I really be bumping your songs. Like recently I started listening to you because I knew you were going to come on. And then we went to blend and shit. And I was like, yo, this is actually fine, bro. I should like bump it, bro. It's actually really good, man. That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, 2 million streams on Spotify. So you can see the streams on Spotify, and then you have separate streams on Apple Music.
Yeah.
And then the I actually wanted to ask you about your music videos.
Okay.
Those look pretty interesting, bro. How do you find a videographer, and what do you do? What's your process with that?
So you asked the process of making music videos, and that process is, one, we need a videographer. So luckily I've been introduced, not luckily, just through where my energy is and shit you attract. I've been introduced to Russ Tierlecki. I hope I'm not butchering your last name, Russ. But he's a video producer, music video producer. So having a video producer that's been involved and experiences and is older, knows a bunch of people, has a lot of connections, it helps because now you're attracting people that attracts a lot as well. So the universe starts to like work with you.
Exactly.
Starts to flow with you. But not to go off subject, you need a concept for the video. You need a videographer, depending on who that is.
Do you create the concept, or do you let the videographer usually create that?
Either or. Like some videos, I'll listen to a song and I'll know like I want to do this for the video. But certain songs, I'm like, I want a music video for, but I'm clueless of the concept.
Yeah.
And if I'm clueless, I don't care. I'm like, oh, you got an idea? Let's go. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Because if it aligns with me, I'm like, perfect. Let's do it.
It's lit.
Like Patience, the music video. That was the first music video I did with Russ, the producer, and I had no idea for a concept. I was just like,
How long does it take to shoot? How long does it take to shoot
a day?
Music? Just one day? Get it all done in one day? And how long does it normally take him to like edit that up? A couple days? Like
well, then that comes like the editor.
Oh, he's not. So he's not editing.
No, Russ, he don't even touch the camera. He's just a producer. He's producing me, the videographers, editors, lighting crew, everything. I'm like, Russ, I need a video for this song. Here's the budget. And then he's like, got you. I got this guy. You need cars. I know a guy with cars. You need, this is the kind, you need a girl. The girls in the video, you need, but we got you. Like, but yo, here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing about this. These people don't just fucking like fall from the sky.
Yeah.
And you don't meet them by just fucking doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to start like really exposing my music, my brand. I had to really just be out there. And now people are like, oh shit. They start to see you more.
Yeah.
And what happened was my one of my mom's cousin saw me just really doing this music thing.
Yeah.
Like really doing it. So he introduced me to Russ. But if I was half-assing it, I would have never even known.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you got to put yourself in the position.
But if not, I'll film the video with my GoPro by myself.
Oh, yeah?
That's the thing. Like I'll do a video where it's like a $4,000 or $5,000 budget.
Yeah.
But if I want to shoot a video where it's just me and my boy with a camera,
yeah,
boom, I'm with it too. I'm not
there's people
entitled.
there's people that make, like, I've seen I don't know if you listen to Spanish music, but Anuel and Karol G made a song, and they just used a GoPro, and it was just edited cool with the song, and they were just like on a vacation just with the GoPro and just chilling and shit. It came out fire.
Yeah.
I was like, that budget is literally $400 or $500 for the GoPro. And how much you pay the editor.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, that's actually, yeah. Sometimes you don't have to do super over the top stuff.
Yeah, like
that's lit though.
Some of my,
I like. Sorry to cut you off. Your one video with like kicking down the door, or whatever it is, with the suit and shit. That shit's fire, bro.
Company.
That shit was fire, bro.
Yeah,
the suit.
appreciate it.
Yeah, nah, that's dope. That's dope. So what were you saying?
I wanted to tap back in on like the GoPro and the more of homemade videos, because I know there's going to be people watching that don't have budgets for things or working with what they have. Maybe their phone, just their phone.
The phone, the iPhone,
it fucking
fire.
works.
It's fire. You can shoot 4K now, depending which iPhone you get.
Yeah. So my one music video, Life Boulevard, we were just on. We were at the beach with my GoPro. We were jet skiing. I was filming like what was going on with the jet skis. You know, I put the mount right there so you see whoever's driving. Got clips of that. Got basically a bunch of clips of just us jet skiing. And I was like, yo. I was with my boy Rick, and I was like, yo, let's just let's shoot a few performance shots of me like singing my song.
Yeah.
And then with the GoPro footage of us jet skiing, I'll make a music video out of it. So we shot like a few performance shots, like me in the water on the jet ski, and then another one in the water. And then I got the clips. I edited that shit on my iPad.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom.
Damn. That's lit. I was about to say, bro, if you ever have a throwaway song, I can make a little music ready for you. Something simple, I got.
We don't need a throwaway song.
I know whatever you want, bro. I don't want to. I know you got the super serious editors. I don't want to.
No. That's the thing. Like,
I got the drones. I got some stuff
with me, bro. Like
stuff.
What if that's so like arrogant of me to be like, nah, I have someone that I give a budget to and they get everything handled? Because what if you're the next fucking. That's so crazy to me. Yeah. Like I'm never gonna be that person that's like I'm too good for
that's what's respect, going on, bro. That's
like wild
nice,
to me. That's wild.
Damn, it's very humble of you.
I'll shoot a music video right now today with me with my iPhone.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna put it out. If you like it, phenomenal. If you don't, I don't give a fuck.
That's lit. That's awesome, bro. That's a good mindset.
We're gonna shoot a music video. Easy.
Yeah, bro. I got you, dude.
We can shoot it.
Even something, even in like your studio, just play around with the films.
Yeah.
Stuff. I got a couple cameras. Build a drone up. Do something cool with the drone in the cars or something.
Ride around town. Yeah. You know, just get car shots are always great. You can literally
do like a song where you're basically just singing your song in your car and just have the GoPro on like certain like side shots of your car, the drone following your car, you parking up and stuff. Yeah.
For a few, I put the suction mount on the, what's it called? The mirror.
Yeah.
Outside of the car and just like get a clip of driving.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, you can do a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we'll shoot some.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be dope.
You heard it here first, people. Music video coming. Whether you like it or not, it's coming.
It's coming. But let me see. I got a couple lists we're going through. How many followers do you have on TikTok?
1.7 million.
That's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. And let me ask this. Do you see the turnover, like the actual turnover from TikTok followers compared to, let's say, like Instagram followers? Like, is Instagram a stronger following than, per se, TikTok followers?
No, I have like under 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah,
and it's like, what the fuck is that?
But would you say those followers are, how do I want to word this?
Like ride or dies?
Yeah, like maybe like better followers.
Oh, I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
I completely understand.
Because I heard the Nelk Boys talk about how like TikTok, like some of those views, you might get blown up on views, but then you won't get the turnover in maybe certain aspects like revenue or selling stuff like that.
Exactly, and that's so true. So that's what I had to figure out. Because at first I started going viral, but it wasn't doing shit for my music.
Yeah.
But I was like,
it's probably like a weird dilemma. Like you're getting millions of views, and like, what the fuck?
You're like, it's not even really doing too much.
What is going on?
So, because I was doing like freestyles, and it didn't really have to do with my songs, my actual products. Yeah. Those are the assets.
Your brand, technically, yeah.
So I was like, okay. I was starting to figure out how to, just let myself be more free, have fun, be a goof that I am, like just have fun. And, that's what started blowing up, but it wasn't doing nothing to my music because it was just like freestyles and shit. So then I had to take that same energy and apply it to my actual products, my actual songs. So then once you're making a TikTok if you're an artist or a painter, whatever it is, about your actual song or the painting. Now, if that video blows up, it's blowing up with your product, with the video being about your product.
Yeah.
So at some extent, your product is going to go with that million views.
Yeah.
It has. It just
Yes. No. For
even
sure.
if it's
It has to,
1,000
No, it has to,
streams, in
Yeah.
a way, it's like if the video is about it, it's gonna go with it.
Yeah. For sure.
I might get 5 million views on a video, and it might not directly correlate to 5 million streams to the song.
Yeah.
But when you're rising, and you're on the come up. If you get 5 million views
Still
and
the
it
goal.
gives
That's still the goal.
your song
Exactly.
8,000 streams,
Yes.
it's like, bruh.
That's the whole goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with a Facebook ad, it might get 1 million views. It doesn't correlate to 1 million views on the music video, but that's the game.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
If you started posting on TikTok every day, your life would change within a month. I promise.
Damn, here, folks. I gotta start posting.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna fucking get on you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna text you out of nowhere and be like, "Did you post
I've been
today?"
putting the reels. I've been putting some of the reels on my Instagram, my regular Instagram, and then I gotta post more on the podcast. With the podcast, it's a little difficult for me because I really want to have like really cool, like interesting guests on, like professors and like authors and like really smart guests and different shit like that. But it's like kind of a weird dilemma. Like in a way, I don't provide anybody anything with like my small following and stuff like that.
What do you mean?
Well, so let's say someone were to come on here and talk about, let's say, a new book or something like that. Realistically, if they were to, let's say they were a popular professor and they have 60,000 followers on Instagram.
And you're saying, why would they come on this podcast?
Yeah.
Oh,
realistically.
I understand.
Yeah.
But what's fire is you have all these people around you, like you said you did one with Ben.
Yeah.
And all the other people
course.
you've had on here. Those are like the beginning stages. Boom, do as many people around here
Exactly.
as possible.
Get their
and then
career
blow
started.
that shit the fuck up.
Yeah, no, you're
So
right.
then when the professor, because unfortunately, the professor might be like, oh, you have under 5,000 subscribers. Like, There's people like that, unfortunately.
Of course.
But yeah, you can fucking void all that by just do all the assets that you have now, blow them the fuck up.
Yeah, no, you're right. I gotta grind.
Cause bro, that's what I had to realize. I was like, it does not
I'm gonna
matter.
have to come sleep in your basement, bro. Guys, I'll see you guys later.
I'll be sleeping there too a lot. Like I think I slept there last night.
Is that where your studio is, in the basement?
Yeah, and
Oh,
I'll just
okay.
end up like there's a recliner, and I'm just.
Oh, that's funny.
um,
That's funny. Yeah.
but yeah,
So let's go. How does it feel to have 1.7 million followers? Do you get a lot of like DMs from people? You getting a lot of texts? You getting a lot of emails?
yeah.
You getting like a little bit of fake love, like a little bit like kind of like people treating you maybe differently that were like just normal to you in high school that now kind of like I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe want to show a little bit more respect or want some more attention from you or something like that. I don't want you to toot your own horn. You don't have to feel that way, but
Right,
you got 1.7 million followers and fucking I don't.
We're gonna change that though.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Hey, I
change
like
that.
that.
Yeah, bro. And it you see it. Yeah, it's like kind of hard to explain sometimes.
Why so weird?
It's not. No, it's not weird. It becomes very. Let's say you posted a TikTok and you got 10 more followers.
Okay.
It feels like that. It gets everything gets very normal. It gets very normal.
Yes.
Because someone might come in here and be like,
Yeah.
bro, you got a fucking podcast? And you're
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So when people are like, yo, you got over 1 million followers on TikTok, I'm like,
yeah.
yeah.
It's not that.
Because you in your mind, you were like, I want to make a podcast. So you put this table here, you put this couch, you put the mics, put the wallpaper. You did it.
Yeah.
So of course it's normal to you. It was in your head and you're like, I want to do it. So you did it.
Yes.
So it's like the same thing with a following or whatever. But yeah, you definitely see like people that, let's say, like I used to talk to and they're not really around.
Yeah, they just move a little differently now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like the amount of love, like DMs, is pretty wild.
Yeah, that's probably cool though to a certain extent. Like people just actually kind of just showing love.
It's
like,
pretty nutty.
It's an
Like,
awesome song. Like this shit's fire.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
And
Awesome.
it's wild because you really start to see how value is subjective. So it's like I might make a song and be like, it's cool. It's whatever. Jeffrey might be like, this song fucking sucks. So he correlates no value to it.
Yeah.
And then Samantha might be like, I was going through a rough time and this song saved my life. So once you see like the opposite from like the same product.
And then Tommy's listening to the song and getting bodied.
Yeah.
And they're all listening to the same song.
Yeah, it just shows you how subjective everything is because everyone has ego and then that stems into opinions.
For sure.
So I just don't sleep on anything that I do or that can be presented because someone might find extreme value and you don't understand what that can do for someone. That can make someone's whole month and they're smiling 50% more because you actually let go of that value and you promote it and you were like, you know what, I'm going to get this shit. I'm heard. And then it's wild because then I can hop in my DMs and like I said, you see some shit where it's like you really, really, really affected someone's life. And it's like, oh.
So do you check, I was about to say, do you check your DMs and stuff? I'm sure you probably got like little kids calling you like, your music fucking sucks and shit. Yeah, like.
Not really in the DMs.
Not that much?
Not in the DMs. That's like comments. That's like comments. But the DMs are mostly all love.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, the comments you just got trolled.
Certain like spam, like certain people just like won't stop.
Yeah.
But hey.
Like, click this link if you want to see my tits. It's like, oh shit. It's like, ah, damn it.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But so you got any plans to maybe scale the brand this year? Any specific plans? Any goals on how big you want to scale it?
Just keep going.
Yeah, just keep pushing. Just keep pushing content and see what happens.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, since tomorrow's not promised, I just like go today.
Yeah.
Like I don't even really have any, well, I do, but I don't really focus on the days beyond this one. I feel like it's just you're looking over what's happening right now.
Do you have a week planned out though?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Do you know what you're doing tomorrow?
No.
Not a clue.
I just wake up and go hard. Wake up and I'm like, I'm gonna post a bunch of videos. I'm gonna make a song if I want to. I'm gonna.
Oh damn, that's free. Damn, that is nice.
But you know that it's like that shit is like earned.
Yes, no, you put in the work too.
You know what I mean? It's like obviously that stuff starts to happen when I fucking am releasing. Okay, 50 songs now, 60 songs, 70 songs. And then I'm like, TikToks.
Yeah.
So it's like, it becomes like, duh.
You probably wake up in the middle of like, make a fucking TikTok. You just fall back asleep.
But that's what I was like, going back to that balance where I don't want to ever be a slave to none of this.
Yeah.
It's keeping the fun.
Yeah. That's important, keeping the fun. Yeah, that's an important thing that I think a lot of people just gloss over or maybe never even take in consideration. But,
like, listen to this, bro.
I'm listening.
This is where shit gets interesting. And I'm doing something for you right now because nobody I know is talking about this.
Let's go.
You know how they have Facebook Reels?
Yeah. No. Well, Ben basically told me that you guys are posting on Facebook Reels and Facebook has like this thing to try to combat with like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
But now I know that they have Reels, but no, I don't really use Facebook.
So they have Reels
to
compete with TikTok because TikTok is surging. It's like the platform that's just winning right now.
Winning, yeah.
So these companies, excuse me, these companies need to compete with that. So, you know, they make this shit like Reels, which is literally TikTok. It's TikTok. Mm-hmm. Facebook has $1 billion budget, billion, 1B. That's 100 million times 10.
I think it's 1,000 millions.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah.
I bet you $1 billion.
500 million is 500 million. When you have
1,000 millions is 1 billion.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You're bugging.
No, I think so. Drop in the comments.
100 million we're talking about. 100 million times 10 is $1 billion.
Hold on.
Because 100 million times 9 is 900 million, and then the next 100 million is $1 billion.
How many millions are in a billion?
100.
There's 1,000 million.
Yeah, I said 100 million.
The American billion is 1,000 million.
Yeah, I said 100 million. I said 100, or I said 100 millions.
Okay, yeah. That would be 1,000
Yeah, that would be 1,000 millions, which is
fucking retarded. No,
Which is-
I'm following you though. Okay, so they got $1 billion budget,
yes.
and they're paying
Okay,
you
I'm
to
su-
post reels.
Basically, through engagement and views, first you got to meet the requirements,
I was
which
about to
is
say,
like
what's
average. It might be like 1,000 views a post in a month or something like that.
That's not that much, right?
Bro, it's Facebook, like they got way more people on there than TikTok.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
you just post shit on there, like it's gonna get, it might fuck around and get 1,000 views. That requirement is
I gotta
very
delete my old Facebook then, bro.
very easy to reach the 1,000
I was about
views.
to say 1,000 views.
So yeah, basically they have a budget for the creators, and if you post on there, you're getting paid for your views. And bro, I'm talking like 100,000 views, over $300.
wow.
Yeah, bro.
Send you a check in the mail or something?
Wire. So when my boy Rob told me about this, when I joined it, and this is, people, I'm not bragging here. I'm trying to show you the opportunity that's out on your phone. It's either whether you're on TikTok or Instagram for an hour scrolling, or you're learning about the shit that can change your life and help you put out your value that might really affect someone. That's like what I'm trying to do, like explaining this shit. But like the first like hour on it, because what it does is after you join it, your whole page starts working for it. Like whatever your whole page is getting in views starts going towards that, your income, your monetization.
Yeah.
The first day I made like over like $200. I was like, what's going on here? Why is the payout so like large?
Yeah.
Because they're Facebook. They have so much fucking money that they're like $1 billion to the creators.
Yeah.
So here's what's beautiful about moving in abundance, bro, right? Back to that. Now I'm already in abundance on TikToks. I have hundreds of videos. I have not made one new video for Facebook. I take all of my old TikToks and I upload them to Facebook Reels. Guess what? Facebook is now paying me thousands of dollars to promote my song, which I was going to do on their app anyway, to, you know what I'm saying? Basically, they're paying me to use their platform to run ads on.
Yes.
People, there's shit out there that you can really be utilizing if you have a brand or some type of value that you want to give out. I'm telling you, you have to open your fucking eyes. You find what you look for.
Innovation. No, that is lit.
It's like you find what you look for. You know, I'm looking for more ways to put out my song, and how can I blow up this? How can I spread my value in this way? And the only reason why I'm finding shit like Facebook Reels and all this shit that comes with it is because that's what I'm looking for. That's where my energy is. If, like I said, if you're just on YouTube looking at Nike shoes, then you're going to get ads for Nike shoes. But since I'm on YouTube, maybe looking out how to run my Shopify better or do this or do that, now it's giving me ads to like make cool videos of products. And I wouldn't have received that info unless my energy was in that space.
It's true. That's true. Wow. Facebook Reels.
Nobody is talking about this.
Oh my God.
Nobody's talking about this.
We might have to keep it low key. Psych now.
He's cutting that part out.
Yeah, I might have to cut it out and just fucking start posting 1 million reels.
Yeah, but that's what also, and then you start like, obviously as you get older and you keep evolving, you start like connecting dots, right?
For sure.
So that's what was cool about when they were like, okay, we're going to start this monetization program where you get paid for your views. I was like, wait. I already move in abundance with this content shit. So the abundance is already there. And a video, let's say I take a video of me and you right now, which we will.
Okay.
Soon, whatever, sometime in this video, we'll take a video, we'll do something.
Okay.
That energy doesn't die. Because we're timeless energy. It's you can watch someone 1,000 years ago if we could, and you'd watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's this energy. Everything is timeless. A song is timeless. This podcast will be timeless. Everything, energy is timeless. So, bro, I post videos I took 8 months ago on the Facebook Reels. It's blowing up my song, and they're paying me for it.
It's a win-win-win, bro.
Win. The opportunities are there.
Yeah. Damn. That's interesting. That is do you know how long they're going to keep having that?
Through 2022. I don't know how long, but all I know is when they're doing it,
I was about to say,
I'm on there.
I was about to say.
I'm on there.
Damn. Yeah, I have an old-ass Facebook account. I guess I should probably just make a new one, but
I didn't even use Facebook.
you don't even have to use...
I was just like...
Do you need an account?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is...
At the time.
My boy Rob posted like 2 or 3 videos on there, and they all got over 1 million views. I'm like, wait, Facebook is just like giving out exposure like that?
Yeah.
Obviously, if the content is
Legit.
Valuable to the consumer. But so once I remembered that, I posted like a few videos, maybe like 4 videos on Facebook Reels. Kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
The first like week or a few days, it didn't. They got like 60 views, like whatever. And then like weeks after, I don't know what like made me want to go check it or go on there or post on there. But I was like, let me see what's up with Facebook Reels. And I had the one video I posted had like over 300K. And I was like,
Jesus.
hold on.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
I was like, nah, this is another platform to expose my value on, get my product out there. So I started going hard with it. And then Facebook did that thing, and I already had videos posted on my Facebook. I was already eligible right away because I was on there.
Yeah. Posting already.
So,
wow.
yeah.
Dude, you just dropped some sauce for some people, bro.
Sauce.
People are probably like, Facebook. Making it
Bro,
account.
there's an audience on there. These apps can change your life. If you have value, which you do, you might not see it. Your ego might be telling you don't, or insecurities or whatever. The value is there, even if it's how you tie your shoes. If you make TikToks every day about how you tie your shoes, you might fuck around and get 1 million followers. And
tie it a new way every different day or something.
Yeah, and then now like you're like the dude where people are like, oh shit, I know you're the shoe guy. You're the shoe guy.
Shoes.
Then next you know you make merch. You have a podcast, blah blah blah, and now people
make a custom shoe with someone.
Yeah, and now and 10 years after that, you might not even have to talk about the shoe. People just have evolved with you, fuck with you.
Your brand, and you've used your brand, and you've leveraged it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it is difficult. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody wants to do that too.
That's the thing.
Right? Not everybody wants to do that.
Definitely not.
Some people are willing to just work construction and they're happy with that shit.
But
right?
that's the
you need those
thing.
people too, though, and they're gonna watch your TikTok and maybe support you. So
that's what's beautiful. Like what we're talking about, it doesn't apply to everyone. It's like I said, it's subjective. You might be like, TikTok, I don't want to post on TikTok. Yeah. So then,
but there's other things you can do on social medias, or you can make things. And if you like sewing, you can sew something, sell it on Etsy and Facebook Marketplace. You can use these apps to leverage your life to then make other passive incomes to make life easier if you don't want to make it at your full life. And I think that should be promoted more and stuff.
Right. It's also like getting over yourself.
Yeah.
Making a TikTok is not that big of a fucking deal.
No.
So like it might not be as passionate as you like to make music, or you like to film, or whatever, or play guitar, or whatever you're into. And you might not be as passionate about making TikToks or content about that stuff, but it's very useful. And once you can just get over yourself and realize like you're not climbing Mount Everest, you're making a TikTok. It's not that serious.
Yeah.
Like if you have a brand or value that you are putting out and you do want it exposed, and like with content, you're like, I don't know. And it's like, nah.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work.
No, you're right.
It might not work.
It might not work.
Because, hey, but who knows? Maybe you drop a song on Spotify and out of nowhere it blows the fuck up. But I don't know how that works. I don't know how that would be possible, because there's over like 50,000 songs dropped a day on Spotify.
Probably like more. Yeah, I know.
There's day.
So much. Like when you look at the statistic of like how many videos are posted on YouTube a day, I think it's like 1 billion or like some crazy ass number. Just people posting and shit.
Yeah, post
videos and shit. Who knows what's just getting dropped into the ether? That's gonna probably last longer than all of our lives and shit.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah,
but damn. So do you still make 3 TikToks a day? Is that the goal?
I think yesterday I slacked. I did 2.
Oh damn. Fuck you.
You gotta get. I was cooking a fire meal though.
Yo, the meal. Bro, you couldn't make a TikTok.
I did. That's what's cool too. Like, here's what I've realized. Anything where I'm having fun with, someone else will enjoy that fun.
Yeah.
Even if it's me talking about or showing a meal that I just made or a fact about blackberries or kiwi or whatever. Someone might find joy in that. So it's like, fuck it. I'm already eating this kiwi. I'll take a little TikTok of it. Bite it, name a fact about Kiwi, put my song under it. And fuck it, I'm having fun.
Yeah, dance to
If it gets 1,000 views, beautiful. If it gets 10, beautiful. If it gets 1 million, beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like keeping the fun.
Yeah.
And realizing there's value in everything.
Very positive mindset, dude. That's very nice. I think a lot of people need to hear that. I needed to hear this week. That was nice. It's a very positive mindset. But what are some of these lessons that you have learned? Like, let's say maybe serious or maybe not even serious, just some lessons and stuff that you've learned from starting your own business, starting your own brand, kind of, betting on yourself when maybe some of the odds are stacked against you. And
I've learned this shit is not for everyone.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the things.
That is true.
It's not for everyone because there needs to be a desire, and there needs to be an understanding of, there needs to be an awareness involved of what is in play, especially like with emotions and stuff. Because I heard this thing, someone say, they said, if you're not disciplined, you're controlled by your emotions.
Yeah.
And it's pretty true in a sense, because if you have this plan where you're like, okay, I'm gonna work out every day of the week because I want to better myself, I want to feel better, I want to work out, etc. And you wake up and you're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Then now that emotion is controlling you.
Yes, that is true.
There's certain things that need to be done with business, like you need to make an LLC. You need to stay on top of if people are ordering from you, shipping, the cost of each product, the profit margins. Like there's so much shit that needs to be dialed into. It's like you gotta want this shit.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Because if not, you're just not gonna do it. People don't do things they don't want to do.
Let me ask you this, because you sound very motivated. And I don't know if the majority of people are that positive and motivated. Do you get annoyed or maybe like kind of frustrated with friends or people that maybe even like coworkers / like people that business partners and
okay.
And they're not as motivated as you, or they don't have that fire burning, or they're not kicking themselves in the ass and not working as hard as they should be, or if anything, just lazy? How does that frustrate you, and does that fuck with your energy?
What does what fuck with my energy? If someone's like not as motivated or whatever.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily, because if you're just joyful, I don't care if you drink every day, blah, blah. If you're genuine and you're just like joyful, that's the energy I like being around. You don't have to do shit. I don't care if you work a 9 to 5 and you drive your mom's car or whatever. It's like, if you just got that energy where it's like, yo, bro, like you're cool. Like you're just enjoyable to be around. I feel like that's what I vibe with. I understand not everyone's going to want to eat like me or think like this is my perspective. And I can't control other people, but I understand what you mean. Like back to diving into that question. Yeah, sometimes like I'll get on my boys like but I'll do it in like a funny way. Yeah. But they know like I'm really trying to like I'm trying to push a little of that energy. But I understand that if they want to do it or you want to do it, you'd already be doing it.
Yes,
that's the other thing. But my boy, Ant Isaacs. I'm talking about you now.
Oh, Ant.
Nah, he's been going hard with content. Yeah, he's been going hard. Shout out to Ant. I love you, Ant. But like when you FaceTime me and shit, and you're at a club, I'll just be like,
"You mad at him?
Come on, bro. You could be making a YouTube video right now." But it's a balance.
It is a balance.
It's not being a slave to all this shit. It's a balance.
Yeah. There's just one point I was kind of like against. I've never really been a big drinker, but like I read this book recently on it's called Drunk, about like the history of alcohol and how it was used and the benefits of like societal use of alcohol and this, that, and the third. And when it comes to drug use, I'm pretty libertarian. And I think
what the fuck does that mean?
Basically, I think most drug. I don't think anybody should be getting arrested for using drugs or having a small amount of drugs on them.
Why is that?
I just don't think if let's say let's say you have a gram of cocaine. I don't think you're a criminal per se. I really don't. I don't really think you're a criminal because you want to get high on drugs.
You just think that's a motherfucker that just likes the cuckoo powder.
Yeah, I think that's someone that's probably wants to go get high, right? Some like maybe, and everybody reacts differently to drugs. So like maybe he doesn't drink alcohol. Maybe like is a guy, let's say a businessman. He works a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Friday night, he gets, I don't know, an 8-ball of coke, and he goes home with his girl, and he fucking does all this coke, and they have crazy sex, but they don't hurt anybody. They're not killing anybody. They're not harassing anybody. Why should they be in jail or criminalized for that?
I understand. I definitely
understand the argument of like you can't have a society running around all cracked out on drugs and stuff. Totally understand that.
Yeah, because then that dude after that, he might be coming down and then like punch someone in the face.
He might not be mentally sane and stuff. Yeah, like he might not be in your right state of mind. But
with everything.
But the same, you got like personally, like I hold the crux of alcohol. You hold like all like violent crimes on alcohol. Most people that get murdered are drunk on alcohol. Most people that murder people are drunk on alcohol. Most violent crimes are committed drunk on alcohol. So like alcohol has a lot of like drunk driving, deaths. You can go to the store, buy $20 worth of alcohol and just die. Just drink it and die. Like you buy some cheap big ass handle and just drink it all and die. But and like you're legally allowed to do that. And like people fight all the time off alcohol. But then again, I read this book that was like, first off, for thousands of years, people did not drink this super strong form of alcohol that we have now. Now people are fucking getting bodied off one shot because alcohol is so strong. Yeah. But so that's why when I go out, I really only have beers. But he also brought up the social aspect of, you know, for the most part, yeah, alcohol does bring out certain people's like, you know, negative sides and people fight and arguments happen and people cheat on each other and, you know, things can get ugly. But for the most part, and even you see, like, you go out with a group of friends and you all drink a little bit, it's usually a pretty good social time.
It gets most people loose.
Yeah, and it does,
like everyone up.
Yeah, it really is a lubricant, a social lubricant. And
that's okay.
That's lubed up. You get all lubed up, getting drunk, and I think a couple beers are not bad, but yeah, I am libertarian in the aspect of like I don't think people should be getting arrested for weed. Or I understand, like, if you have pounds of it and you're selling it illegally, it's a problem. And you're going to have to go through a whole situation of how do you legalize drugs and should you be able to buy heroin on the streets? But there are a lot of countries that already do it. So, like, there's the argument of, like, let's say you don't want people. All right, so there's the argument of should we have tents or like a small facility where people go and shoot up, right? People say, why are we going to help these people shoot up? Well, number one, they're shooting up either fucking way, right? They really are. The people that are going to shoot up and get high, they're going to get high either way. So now they have to do it discreetly, criminally. They're getting drugs. Most, and we live in an epidemic of overdoses, and in my opinion, that's the wrong terminology. These people are getting contaminated drugs. They're trying to get high on heroin, and they're buying fentanyl-laced heroin, and that they're not overdosing off heroin. They're dying of fentanyl and then mixed with heroin. So it is also like an argument that if you legalize these drugs and you can buy pure heroin, if you're just trying to do heroin, not laced with fentanyl, you can buy the right dosage, right amount, and then at places in like Portugal and Canada where people are going to these tents and these facilities where they kind of shoot up and do these drugs, there are people that I guess volunteer or work there. And who the fuck would want to do that? I don't know. But I guess there are people that want to do that. But there's really the rate of overdosing and death.
It's low. It's low.
So low. And you also got to think about our tax dollars. We have our EMT running around town shooting Narcan up with people, running around. Yo, we got a guy that's in this alleyway. When meanwhile they probably should be reporting to someone that's hurt or got shot or that fell down the stairs. But meanwhile they're running around because people are getting high, and they're also hiding because someone gets high and they don't want to get in trouble, so they leave their friend to die. So
there's pros and cons.
There's so many pros and cons, but at the end of the day, I don't think we should be locking. I don't think you're a criminal if you do drugs. Like there's this Dr. Carl Hart from University's psychologist, I think, from University of Columbia, and he went on Rogan. He went on a couple other podcasts, but he openly uses a bunch of different drugs. He understands the chemistry of these drugs. He uses marijuana. His favorite is heroin. He's done bath salts. He's done all these things that have this name, and then he's written a book, Drug Use for Grown-Ups, and he's written, and a lot of like the arguments, like the guy that took bath salts and ate a homeless man's face. Well, eventually he tested negative for bath salts, and that was like not a real argument about it. So it's like the dilemma and the stigma on drugs, I think, is a little unfair. And then also, I think we should broaden our ideas of drugs. Like you just had caffeine. That's considered a drug. That's a strong stimulant. You drink caffeine for a month straight and then take 7 days off and then go back, take the same caffeine. You're going to be wired like a mother. It's going to be like freaking, you're all coked up and all cracked out and shit. But, what's some other things that are already, that are just regular generic?
Fucking shitty food.
Tobacco, nicotine.
Shitty fucking food with mad sugar and all that fucking shit.
Dude.
That's the problem.
High fructose syrup. I know. That really was what opened when I started learning about nutrition, that opened my eyes to the real, conspiracies of people fucking
real epidemic.
The real shit.
The real what
and then COVID came, and then they left all these fast food restaurants up. They didn't say anything about exercising and comorbidities and obesity, and that's really our epidemic.
It's about,
and it is about money. At the end of the day,
about money.
And it is
power, control.
It is disappointing. I don't know where I was going with this, but
me neither. Man, just
what was I saying?
Man, just started going on a drug rampage.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm libertarian. I don't think people that have a gram of heroin is a criminal. I really don't think they're a criminal. And also, they're going to do it either way, so you might as well just give them the drugs that they want, not contaminated, and we can tax it. I mean, Colorado made like $3 or $4, maybe even $600 million the first year just on taxes alone.
Marijuana?
On marijuana. I went to Massachusetts, paid 20% on marijuana tax. And that's just not the regular tax. That's specifically on marijuana.
Oh, like if you...
Yeah, you buy $100 worth of weed at Massachusetts, you pay $120. The government gets 20% tax. That's a high tax.
What the fuck?
It's a high tax. But people are still going to buy it because they want it. And yeah, so that's my opinion. And don't get me wrong. Like, my friend's a cop. I'm not mad at him because he's arresting people because, what are you going to do? That's the law. But I don't know. I don't think people are, and I totally understand. You don't want a society running around high on drugs. You don't want to tell young kids that drugs aren't bad, and then they're fucking shooting up or doing all these drugs by the time they're 15, 16 years old. I totally understand that, but it is a tricky conversation. I don't know if I just don't know if they're like a criminal. I don't know if they're a criminal, but
I understand completely.
Yeah, and especially alcohol. And I think alcohol should be legal. And it's like, dude, got some red flags.
You're saying like all the other drugs keep like legal and then alcohol illegal?
No, I think it should be legal. I think
it's legal.
But it is legal, but it is very dangerous. Like it's alcohol and benzodiazepine
are the two, is that?
Which is the drug in Xanax and some of these other anti-anxieties or antidepressants.
Okay.
Those are the two most dangerous substances to withdraw off your body. Not heroin, not crack, not cocaine, nothing like that.
Like shit and alcohol.
Alcohol will kill you. Heroin won't kill you. You'll have like a flu like symptoms and stuff like that. Alcohol and Xanax, if you're dependent on that, it'll kill you. That's why when they were shutting down everything during COVID time, they were going to shut down the liquor stores. And everyone's like, no, you can't shut down the liquor stores because more people would have died of alcohol dependency than probably COVID, which is insane to really think about.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about. But hey, Lukey the libertarian, what are you gonna do?
That's what you consider yourself, a libertarian?
When it comes to drugs, I tend to believe I don't really want people to tell you how to live or tell you how to think, or I believe you should have your own religion, race, creed. If you want to pick your gender, you can pick your pronouns and your gender. Science that's another. Biology is a different thing. Right. But again, if you want to wear a dress, I think there's no reason that you can't wear a dress and stuff. But I don't think anybody should really tell you how to live your life or anything like that. But I do also understand the average person's probably kind of stupid and incompetent, and if you let them do anything they want, they'll fucking chop their head off by accident. So I do understand you need structure and you need laws and you need this. I don't think all anarchy, people lean towards anarchy, which is an actual
no laws,
which is kind of freaking unrealistic. No police officers, every man for themselves. and like the free market's gonna fix itself. I was like, I don't fucking know about that. That's gonna be freaking some crazy shit.
Yeah, that definitely. I don't know.
Yeah, I've changed my views a little bit. I'm a little conservative about certain things. Like I don't know if I should we be paying for, like, if I work 9 to 5, I work with overtime, I work 60 hours a week. Should I be paying for a guy that is not willing to work, but he's willing to live in a tent in California? Should we pay some form of unemployment or welfare or food stamps to this guy? I don't know. I think it's an argument. But do we need to help out single mothers that have lost their job in a tough time? There's an argument. Yeah, we should help them because in the long run they'll come back and help society. But there's an argument we shouldn't help anybody. You should just figure it out on your own. If you fucked up bad, that's on you. But
I have learned being alone is where you really grow.
You really find yourself, yeah. Really
Sometimes when I even feel the need to like try to help someone, I'll do the opposite.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like it's good for people to really go through what they're going alone.
So, yes, and there's one thing that
it could get scary, whatever, but like, I don't know. I just, that is how you tap in.
Tell me what you think about this, because this is kind of my belief. Because as much as people say, like, I think humans naturally try to give advice, and I think we're trying to be with good intentions. We want people to like, yo, bro, I tripped over this step in life. Fucking watch out for that
step, yeah.
But at the end of the day, bro, most people, for most things, are not listening and don't care until they fuck up their own life. And then they have to.
You got to go through it yourself.
You got to go through it, and you got to you have to overcome the challenge and solve the problem, which is kind of a shame. So you're right. Sometimes you just got to like say, bro, there's a wall right there, but you're not even gonna listen to me anyways. It's like, oh, what? Fucking just crash right into.
It's better to actually learn from experience, because we talked about this a bunch on my podcast.
Yo, check out the podcast,
the Talk Nice podcast, which you will see Luke Phone on.
I will be on it. The links will be in the description, so check that out. That's dope.
But fuck, what was I saying?
You were talking about on your podcast.
We were talking about difference between information and knowledge, which is, I feel like, very important, because people get informed things and think that like that's it. Or that like that's it, that's real, that's right. This is my knowledge now. I've learned anything that comes to me through a book, through media, through this guy, her, whatever. It's strictly information. That is it.
Yeah.
To gain knowledge, you have to go through the experience. Like someone that never played in the NBA before might tell you how it feels to play in the NBA. Yeah, bro, it's awesome. You're on the court, bro. There's people screaming your name.
Bro.
Yeah, like people throwing shit at, like, yeah, this is what that. And then someone that actually goes through the NBA and experiences everything that an NBA would have experienced, all the back end shit, going on the bus, the plane rides, the step getting off, like whatever, all that shit. They are knowledgeable about that because they went through the experience.
Yes.
You only know from your experience, in my opinion. You know from knowledge, and knowledge comes from experience. No knowledge. How do you spell knowledge? No knowledge.
I think you can learn from other experiences as well.
Of course, but do you think that's your knowledge? If I tell you a story, does that become your knowledge? That information I gave you? Because I think that all I did was give you information, and that information is just information. That's how it should be, because now you go on fucking Twitter and you turn on the news and you're getting programmed.
Okay.
And I feel like it's important to understand all this shit being thrown at you is just information.
Yeah. I think you should be able to learn how to sift through it and try to think for yourself. Put it through.
But use that info and create your own experience.
A mental washing machine. Put it through the washing machine.
Yeah.
Like, have you looked up who said what? Who's criticizing what this guy said? For sure. I think we're lacking that.
Yeah. I feel like you go on Twitter and you see some shit and like that's your real life now.
This is my devil's art. I always play this with myself because I always get mad at people that just repost bullshit. They have no idea what they're talking about. And I don't know that much, but sometimes it's just like, geez, did you really think about this when you reposted it? But I always try to remind myself, because I was talking with Ben about this. How many people do you think are working like a 9 to 5, have a boyfriend, girlfriend, have maybe some family issues, got this, that, and the third going on. They got bills, they got this, that, and the third. They got stuff, they have life they have to worry about. Then they go on the news, and I tend to usually hold the news accountable. You do have to hold the person, but the news is probably super at fault, mainly. And then they go on the news or they go on something that they think is trustworthy or, social media, and they see this narrative being pushed, whatever it may be, and then they just take it as whole because they are working 9 to 5. They got to cook for their kids. They got to take somebody to school. They got to take somebody to practice. They got to go to school and practice themselves after work because they work in a job and they got class. So people are kind of busy. And the argument, I guess, to that is most people don't have the time to look in and read about certain shit that maybe they should be reading about.
Nah.
Is that too naive of me, you think?
I think don't have the time. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
That is wildly crazy.
I know.
Because you can wake up an hour earlier every day to make time for a subject you want to actually learn about or grow with or whatever. That's crazy. That's wild. Nah.
Yeah, but what about like a mom that has like a 2-year-old son? Like before you even wake up and read, your 2-year-old like.
Yeah, but then now we're getting into like choices.
Yeah.
Because it's like obviously, there's plenty of different scenarios that could have happened, how the son was born and how the encounter of the baby's dad, how that happened. But if we're talking about like a kid, if it was consensual,
of course,
then it's a choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice. You go knowing that risk. So then you took that, in that moment, you took that risk now to birth another human, and now you have this human here, and then now, you have to take care of it. So now your time is more onto this. So like,
but again, is it their fault now that they don't have the time or the energy, or even they almost probably don't even care to a certain extent about politics or what's going on, or science, or COVID, or Fauci, or president this, or who's passing what laws, tax bills, and what's changing for what?
Okay.
Is that too naive to give these people, the average person, maybe the benefit of the doubt that they're too busy with life and they probably don't care, but they probably shouldn't be on social media talking shit.
Depends on the person and their desires and how.
I'm just saying, that's my devil's advocate. Whenever I get mad at people, it's like, she's probably busy as hell and fucking, even though it's probably not true, she's probably sitting home doing nothing, but I always say like, maybe she's busy and she doesn't have time to look it up. And
I could be off with the numbers, but my boy Josh told me about a book he read or something he read or was informed on, how this single mom, how she managed to run 7 businesses. Oh, and it's like, because bro, it comes down to fucking choices, bro.
Yeah, no, and
like,
you're right.
It really does.
And I think there is like a sense of, even in like America, bro, people are just spending so much. They're spending money they don't fucking have. They're buying cars they can't afford. They're buying houses they can't afford. They're buying new sneakers. They got $1,000 iPhone, but meanwhile, they don't even have $1,000 emergency fund. You know what I'm saying?
Because you can get information by just listening to a podcast. Yeah, shit you were doing already. You could be cleaning or whatever shit you need to do. I need to clean the house. Okay, if you want to learn about this subject, put on a podcast. And there's ways of getting information. There's ways like
it is basically like laziness. The average person.
It's just choices, what you desire. Because like if you really want to do some shit, at least for me, like I'm gonna fucking do it. Yeah. So it's just like choices, and obviously like everyone's life is completely different. They could have just had a tornado in their town, and now their house is
it's fucking ass.
There's different. Some people might be looking at me like this fucking ignorant kid doesn't even know that my house just got to. Of course that shit. Yeah, that shit happens. Yeah. But,
No, you're right. The average person is making poor choices, probably being lazier than they should, not tapping into their full potential. And honestly, the average person probably will never tap into their full potential or never even get out of like a lazy slump or get out of like this lazy, depressive, hating life, this rat wheel type of lifestyle. Yeah, I think a lot of people are just kind of complacent in it and just don't really give a... That's what kind of Ben was saying yesterday. It's like, I think there's a lot more people that don't really give a fuck about life or don't really give a shit or maybe don't even think about it that deep. Just go through it. And you're like, you're probably right. There probably are a lot more than you think. Yeah. And you do need those people,
Whatever makes you happy. Yeah. You're like, whatever keeps your joy. Because like when you're joyful, I don't know, I feel like you just spread like a good vibe. Which is like, just focus on you. I don't know about the whole anarchy thing.
No, the anarchy's bad. They're like, abolish the police. You don't need them, anarchists. Like, what? What are we gonna do? It'd be like just a purge, bro. Anarchists are funny, yeah.
I don't know about the whole anarchy thing, but you definitely should focus on yourself.
Is that your goal for 2022? Full on?
I don't like going to the New Year's with goals.
No?
I feel like that's so fucking
yeah, me too. I'm not a big new.
Like that whole resolution thing.
No, yeah,
come
the
on,
resolution.
like come
thing's
on,
pretty
people.
whack, yeah.
If you actually wanted to do that resolution that you set, you would have started 3 weeks ago.
You wouldn't have waited.
Like,
for
come
the
on,
new year.
like,
yeah,
come on, that shit doesn't work with my psyche. Like, I'm just like, come on, bro. I'm too like, I get
funny.
too real about shit.
Do you believe in the astrology? Like people's personalities line up with astrology?
I'm so ignorant on that topic, so I definitely feel like, you know what? Yeah,
What's
fuck it.
What's your birthday? What are you? You're technically Aries,
but
right?
I don't study that shit. So like,
no.
I don't.
Some of
I
it's
don't
interesting
know.
though. Some of it's funny.
I don't
reading
know.
it like, damn, is this fucking true?
The thing is, though, it's like a trend. You see it on Instagram and all these. It's just like people that are getting informed of their sign, and they read an article and they're like, "Oh my god, that's actually true."
I got the full moon on a Sunday morning.
No, but like I could be.
You could be fucking wrong.
I'm not saying it doesn't.
Everything.
Yeah. I'm not saying like it doesn't apply or doesn't have an effect. Honestly, it probably does.
If you believe it, that's strong enough in and of itself, you know.
Yeah, but I wouldn't let that stuff dictate my life.
Yeah. Do you read anything? Any books?
No, not really.
No. You want to get into some books?
I bought the seven spiritual laws of the seven spiritual laws.
Who's that? That's Eckhart Tolle.
I think it's Deepak Chopra.
Deepak Chopra. Okay.
I read the amount that I read, which is like a few pages. I was like, wow.
You would probably like the book Sapiens.
Okay.
So it takes you through like, it's a pretty popular book, but it takes you through like all like the life of like Homo sapiens, like first being like literally little like monkey type people living in the savannah, and then turning into what's the one word? I'm having a brain fart, but we turned to like little monkey people, and then we lived in the savannah, and then how we created civilization, how the mindset like the human has to just like the whole purpose of life is like almost fake. It has to be an imaginative, like you just create it.
There's no meaning
There's no
to
meaning.
life.
At the end of the day, you're really just gotta fucking come in a girl and just start your fucking genetics. Like that's really all it is. And it's like it really is depressing when you really think about it. So it's like the
Why though? Why? Because I feel like that goes back to what I was saying, where if that's really all you need is like to be able to survive and create offspring, it makes all this shit more fun.
That's a great positive look. No, but then you could also make the argument of this is all not needed in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful.
But maybe it's like in the way.
Because it's a privilege.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
how I look at it. I don't know. I guess
very
my
positive.
brain
No, it's
is
very
like
positive.
goes in like
It's very positive. I'm trying to play devil's advocate. But
Yeah. I understand.
Because there are a lot of people that like, I guess just the everyday struggle, just the natural struggle of life. Now you got to wake up and pay bills and this, that, and the third. But 100, 300 years ago, you would have to worry about where your food would come from. Or
that's what I'm
you
saying.
break your
It's
fucking leg and you're like, dude.
We have it so easy as a species.
Yeah.
That's when the primal instinct goes to shit that doesn't matter.
Yes. And
Like
that's
a
what we're
label of
realizing.
something. It's
That's
like
what
when I see that shit, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no,
Because
you're right, bro.
you're clearly, not to like point fingers or like label people, you're clearly ungrateful of how easy it is to survive.
Yes, yeah.
Because you're worrying about this. Are we fucking serious?
Yeah. It is interesting how people like stress over some of the dumbest things. The dumbest things.
Dumb. Like somebody's house just got wiped off by a tornado. Their kid died. It's like, and you're worrying about like your eyelashes didn't come in.
I know.
Or like your shoes were, the tracking number didn't work.
Yeah, like the lady that fucked up your nails, messed up the paint job. You got these nails long and shit. It's like, this bitch fucked up my paint job. It's not really important. Spend $70 on that. You should get your money back. Just paint them yourself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, ladies. I like the nails.
We love the nails.
No, but that's really interesting, bro. That's a real positive mindset. Like I said, you don't do any affirmations in the morning. Like, I'm
abundant.
Do you do stuff like that? Do you say stuff like that?
Yeah.
So you do kind of like talk to yourself, do like an affirmation type of thing, like I will succeed
But I try
today.
I don't know
I
about
am happy, I am successful, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You do tell yourself that though?
I feel like smiling is more powerful. I don't actually know. I don't want to rewind. I don't know about more powerful, but what's cool is like if you're ever do you meditate or
yeah.
Just like smile next time for no reason.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, just smile.
No,
because now your body and brain will be like, oh, we're happy. Okay, why? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna start off my morning on a crazy high note.
That's interesting.
Cold shower in the morning.
You cold shower guy in the morning?
Every day.
Tom Prum, my boy Thomas be doing that
every day. Right for anytime I touch the shower.
Wow.
Anytime I touch shower, cold at the end, freezing.
Even if like let's say you're cold, like
I don't give a fuck.
God damn, bro.
Doesn't matter.
Like
bro.
all naked and cold in the bathroom, like I gotta get in this fucking shower. I'm cold and shit. Hop in the warm shit. Like
Bro, I really need to go to the bathroom.
You good? Okay, I got you, bro.
I need to go to the bathroom.
Want to wrap it up? You want to wrap it up?
Should we? If you want to, I'm down to talk for more. I just need I need to take a quick little leak.
We'll talk for more.
All right.
What's up? What do I do for what?
I'm gonna help you. I don't know what yours sounds like. I don't know what does that Rodecaster do any equalizing of like the frequencies of your voice or brightening? Because I can make like a vocal rack for you and we'll sound crisp as fuck. I got you right after.
All right, we'll
and you can save it as a preset and you can pull that up.
Oh damn!
And I can literally pull up. It's like good and I always relate the good and bad in life to how I fuck around with frequencies when I make music. Our voices right now, it's frequency or vibration, right? I pull up a frequency chart. It's called EQ, which is an equalizer. And I pull up the frequencies and I scan. I pull them way up, skinny little band, pull them up. And now that frequency, whatever's pulled up is like really loud, right? So whatever sounds like, shit, pull it down. Yeah. Now you got that shitty frequency out.
Yeah.
It's like life. I always do this analogy where in order to, let's say, remove the bad frequencies out of your life, you have to experience them to know them. Like the only way I can make us sound better, I got to hear the shitty ones first.
Yeah.
I have to hear which ones sound like shit and feel like shit before I can be like, I went through that experience and now I'm like, nah, I'm done with that.
That's true. That is true because I noticed, I drove across the country this summer and there's one thing that I did notice. Like I got really lucky with weather. And like there is like a realization. I was one of those kids that, like, and I still am. I'm really down to move to a place where it's just like sunny all the fucking time.
I'm going to Florida, bro.
Dude, I'm thinking about
meet me there,
dude. Where in Florida are you? Where are you going? Do you think I'm going back to Tampa?
Nah, I want to be like
Miami vibe. Look like a Miami.
I want to. I want to be accessible to Miami, meaning
Fort Lauderdale type of vibe.
Like I want to be half hour from there.
Dude, Miami's a vibe right now, bro. I've never gone, dude. I want to go to South Beach, bro.
Yeah,
that shit looks lit.
Yeah, I was there. Is that where Muscle Beach is?
In Miami, yeah. I know Muscle Beach is in Venice too.
Okay,
right? Venice, California. I think there's a Muscle Beach in Venice.
I don't know. We were there, fucking
famous
lifting
gym.
and
That's
shit
lit,
like that.
though. That's lit. Yeah, I've never been to South Beach. I'd like to go.
I don't want to live directly in the chaos in the city.
Yeah,
I want to be accessible to the city because the city provides opportunities.
Dude, so because many businesses there now, bro.
When you go to these places where shit is moving, yo,
it's a vibe.
It's a vibe. Bro. People are operating differently, shit, bro.
No, this is what I realized. This probably like 2 months ago. I really had a realization with myself where I'm like, bro, I'm 21, 22. I'm doing these things. I'm chasing this energy, and like, you ain't getting it around here.
Around here?
you ain't getting it around here. And personally, New York is just a little too much for me.
It's too grind.
It's not even that nice, honestly. My dad works in New York. He hates. He's like, New York's a piece of shit. Smells like shit.
It smells like shit. It does smell
he goes
like
literally
shit
every day.
over there.
Every single day. And but yeah, I like Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay.
Vibe. Tampa, growing. Austin, Texas, nice. There's a lot
Texas
of places.
For the properties. Yeah, I want to.
There's a lot
I want to go
see
see
Knoxville, Tennessee, really fire. Let me try to think some other places. So, I mean, I'm sure Salt Lake City, Utah is probably pretty cool. Place like Boulder, Colorado, beautiful.
You don't seem like you would like to go to Cali.
No, Cali, no. The laws, the government, not that good. It's a shame because Cali's probably the most beautiful state in the lower 48 states. It's got desert. It's got the highest mountains. It's got the lowest mountains. It's got beach. It's got fucking seals. It's got you can go snowboarding on.
Seals.
You can go snowboarding there. You can go surfing and shit all in the same day. It's got beautiful weather, but yeah, the taxes and the government is just not that good. Maybe it'll change within the next like 15, 20 years, but it doesn't look very bright there now. So yeah, I wouldn't move to Cali, but
Everyone's going to Florida.
Florida's beautiful, bro. Florida's nice. My aunt lives in Florida.
You know what was so dope?
Lives in Florida.
When I was there, how there's just so much opportunity, but it's because whoever is allowing it to flow is allowing it to flow. Like, go to the beach. There's people on the beach. There's a venue. Like I was there and I'm observing, right, what's happening. I'm like, this is fucking great because, right, they closed down the one street so people could walk, right? It's literally like parallel with the water, with the beach, right? And I'm walking, I'm like, this is so beautiful because they just closed down this one street, which obviously like traffic and everything, they're doing fine. It's not interfering. They closed down one street. Now the restaurants and the businesses thriving so much more for the people that owning them businesses, thriving. Providing the people, you know, what they want. They can walk through. There's venues on the beach. Somebody's setting up the venue. Somebody's getting paid to perform. The people are getting a good vibe sitting on the beach. Like, there's just so much flowing.
Yeah.
So
There's
much.
a real energy. There really is. Like it is a vibe. No, yeah. I think I want to get to like, because I don't want to live in the dead of a city, but I do kind of want to live like within, like, if I want to, like, yo, I want a city vibe tonight. Like, let's go out to the city, like 15, 20, 30 minutes away.
That's what I feel like. Half hour is like a good, like, max to be away from the city. Like, quick half-hour drive, that's light.
That's not bad. Even if it's like 15 minutes, you like get in, get off the highway, get right into the city.
Yeah.
Because most cities are not New York City and LA, where it's just like in Chicago, fucking crazy people, crazy traffic. Like, Nashville's a little bit of traffic getting in, but once you're in there, bro, like, like, again, every city's hard kind of to find parking, but you get a little parking spot or whatever it is, you fly into Nashville, bro, like, it's just, you stay on Broadway, you go down, like, south, like, kind of, I think it's southern Nashville, but, like, Old Town Nashville, you go to bars, restaurants, breakfast places, take a tour. There's so much shit, and there's a lot of musicians, music industry, live performances, all that. That's a little bit more country and, like kind of that kind of scene, but still, like, a lot of comedians are moving to Nashville. A lot of comedians Joe Rogan moved to Austin. So that's like been within the last like 2 years in COVID, like Austin, Texas I'd like to, like, low key, what I'm thinking is I might want to try to, like, it's so difficult to find people to travel with, but like, I'd like to try to like Airbnb a few places and stay like a month or two in Austin, stay 2 months in Boulder, Colorado.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Just travel and shit, dude. It looks beautiful. Looks awesome.
We'll make a bunch of TikToks, so
you can
pay
make
for
so
the trip.
much content videos. You can make so much content out of that podcast network. You got to go out there maybe with a few like networking people that you want to meet and talk to and stuff and make some content with. But if you have that all planned out, like, it's definitely worth it. Like, there's so many people in these cities, and it's just, again, it's a vibe. Like, imagine like going out, like, let's say, and everybody's schedule is different. Like, once you get older, you realize everyone's schedule is different. So like, imagine getting off work at like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. on a Monday, knowing you don't have work, let's just say Tuesday, Wednesday. But around here, ain't nothing happening during, like, the week. And, like, most places, nothing's really happening. You go to, like, a city vibe where certain people are off of work or just got off or work a weird shift or scholars or school kids or whatever it may be, and you're just out vibing. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing. You're meeting, like, artists that stay up late and do weird shit. That's just cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this different shit. It's just, like, a vibe. It's a real energy. And I think as, like, a young adult, especially as, like, a young, like, I'm not an artist, but like I make like content and stuff. So like as a young content,
you're an artist
in a way, like photography.
You're creating art.
Yeah, exactly.
You thought of this, the background. This.
You got the photo right there, bro.
To relax. Let me move this. Yeah.
You got the photo printed out and shit.
Yeah,
dude.
bro.
So yeah, exactly. So as a young artiste, like that energy, that vibe is definitely something that I don't want to say I'm chasing, but I am kind of craving it, yo.
Yeah.
The youth, bro. I'm young, man. Fuck it. Like, let's turn up. But, yeah. So you got any places in mind that you want to move specifically? Miami?
Florida.
You want to buy a property or you want to just rent for a little bit and just experience it and shit?
I don't even know.
Yeah. You have any, like, are you interested in real estate?
Owning
real estate, owning properties and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking into like Airbnbs and stuff like that.
To own a house to Airbnb it?
own houses or owns maybe like tiny homes or condos and then Airbnb it and try to get specifically like maybe by the mountains for snowboard and terrain.
Because then you can use it, right? When you
then
take it
I
off.
can use it, exactly. I can
so
use
fire.
it, family can use it.
So fire.
Build an LLC and then you start a company with just your real estate and you just get a little income and you just have that passive income. It is a pain in the ass gonna have to deal with actual like, I mean, dude, HVAC systems and all this different shit in case of water systems. Like you're the owner of the goddamn house and you have other people living in it. So you gotta like have like workers in the area, people in the area checking out to the home if it's not in the area that I live.
Right.
And I don't want to do it in New Jersey. There's nothing to Airbnb.
You know what you just made me think of?
What's that?
And you were like, you said passive income, and then you were saying how it's kind of, in a way, like tedious because you have to in person, like with a house, right?
It can get to a point though, like it's gonna be tedious, like the first few years and maybe even like first couple properties. But once you get the system, and usually you have cleanings, you eventually get a cleaning service that comes in, cleans. You have a project manager in the area. If anything happens, call the project manager, comes, helps you out. So it's like usually it gets to a point where you get it automated. So you're not dealing with someone like, yo, I have no fucking towels. It's like, no. Like you have someone to text, there are towels and we put them every day and stuff. So yeah, it gets, but again, the people on like TikTok and social media, they do sell like this own real estate. Like it's awesome, but you do have to fucking deal with people not paying rent, people not doing this, and then they fucking destroy your house when they don't want, when you got to kick them out and shit. That happens a lot.
That's what's awesome about passive income from the internet. That's why what we're doing right now is beautiful. Because then you scale with any business.
Yeah.
That's the thing about this shit. It's scaling. It's like, okay, I'm posting podcasts on YouTube. Because here how I started thinking about it. If I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, let's say like just releasing songs, then I'm just going to be just releasing songs. I had to keep scaling and then using the money that was coming in to put into just straight assets or things that will help me grow the business and allow me to provide the value even more and higher quality, etc. Yeah. Because then when you go to get that house for an Airbnb, your online assets are providing so much value and printing capital that now to hire a towel person or someone that can be around and like a worker or an employee, whatever, it's light.
Yeah.
It's
get that automation started earlier.
Exactly. And that's what's awesome about like internet passive income.
Are you a crypto guy? You in crypto?
ETH, baby.
ETH?
I'm about to buy some right now.
Dude, buy some right now, bro. I bought some yesterday, bro.
Just reminded me.
It was low-key going up.
So low.
Low-key going up, though.
So low. I'm buying it literally right now.
Yeah, try to get that. This is how we do not give financial advice. Isn't it weird how like you kind of have to make, like people that make finance, like Graham Stephan and like that make financial videos, they have to like warn people. Like,
why do they have to?
Because let's say
this is not for, what did they say?
That usually they have it. Usually they can just like post it in the description and they're good. But sometimes they'll just have like, this is not actual financial advice. Because let's say they tell someone to buy Bitcoin and they buy 50 grand of Bitcoin, their whole life savings of Bitcoin, and it drops and they sell it and they didn't hold on to it. And they can kind of blame Graham for, they can blame someone for telling them like, yo, bro.
That is so like that, in my opinion, that is so victimizing. Like you're just grabbing the victim role. Like, bro, you fucking made the trade.
But what about
what do you like? What about that was a choice?
But what about all like the FaZe kids and even like I know Logan, but I like Logan Paul, but I think he is gonna get some flack soon. And even the Nelk boys for these kind of like pump and dump coins, NFTs that they're pumping and dumping and reselling and just releasing on some bullshit. And they're telling all their fans to buy it and blow it up. And then once it gets to a certain price where it's not going to probably get higher, they just sell it themselves. Like, that's pretty fucked up, too, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. They can get in a lot of trouble with the SEC and shit. One FaZe kid got in dumb trouble. I think might be facing some felony charges. Because they're making hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars. Like, Nelk made, I think, $23 million off their NFT drop. They dropped 10,000 NFTs. They didn't say this, but eventually it came out that because it's all on the blockchain, 500 were given to 100 employees, like 109 employees. right? Right when the NFTs dropped, a bunch of those employees sold them for ETH and sold them for different cryptos, which basically means that they don't like. There's no real value to these NFTs, because if they really cared about the value of the NFT and the brand, then they would hold on to the NFT.
So the exclusivity builds.
Yeah, exactly. And you build the exclusivity and the hype, and you like support your own brand and you build the hype behind it. But they didn't even care. They just took the NFT and just cash grabbed and just sold it for like 3, 4, 5 ETH. Made a couple grand, and so like Nelk's getting ripped like pretty hard right now for their NFT drop. Yeah, it's interesting. Like Gary Vee makes a good point. Like it might be that not the next. It's not the idea with the NFT is, I guess. All right, so you have a gold chain, right? You wear a gold chain. For the most part, in the real world, nobody knows where that chain's from, if it's real, if it's this, how much you paid for it, whatever it is, right? Looks nice, but maybe the average person's like, maybe that chain's probably not real, right? In the NFT space, you have a let's say the gold chain, or like let's say the best gold chain, or some high exclusive gold chain that released for a lot. Now everyone can check and they can verify that you actually are the owner of the one gold chain that's out there. Mm-hmm. And as much as it doesn't matter, it's the mindset of like our clothes, Gary Vee made a pretty good point. Like our clothes don't matter, but we're wearing our clothes for kind of a form of status and to let people know something. Mm-hmm. And the NFT is just going to be the solidified digital, like I actually own this shit.
It's real as fuck. Yeah. And it's here to stay.
It's really interesting. And then they had Logan Paul had Alex Monopoly on, who is like a real graffiti artist, like real artist, like sells paintings and shit for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then he sells them at a certain price, so then they can actually appreciate instead. Like he criticized a lot of artists that sell for $3 or $4 or $5 million their one piece instantly, but then that piece never increases in price. So like he sells for 300, 400, 500,000, 200,000. So normal, like art,
and that's still like that's a six-figure piece of art, bro.
So he was like, so normal, like art collectors can actually get involved and start collecting the art and trading the art. That's what you want to happen. And he was saying, dude, in 2019, in 18, 19, people were hitting him up to create NFTs and digital art, and he said real billionaire like artists, art collectors were collecting digital art like way before 2020, 2019. So it's a really interesting podcast coming from like a world-class artist and stuff. I'm like, damn, that shit is interesting. But the crypto's fun. The crypto's interesting. I don't know. Are you only ETH? Only ETH guy? Are you in stocks and shit too?
Yeah, but it's not like I put so much energy into like my business of like my music and stuff.
Content creating.
Yeah, so it's not getting as much energy as that is.
Yeah.
So obviously it's not as much, but ETH. I don't know. The reason why is just because I see it like just being used. I just seeing it being used, bro.
ETH is definitely one of the safe. Probably ETH and Bit have to be the safest ones.
So I'm just like, word, you want to go down? I'm here.
Yeah. No, ETH, me too. I saw ETH go down. I'm like, well, hello. Buy that real quick. Mm-hmm. Make sure I could buy some more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I kind of, I don't know the long term.
And then it's dope too because you actually have that ETH when you want to buy an NFT.
Yes.
So it's bigger than just like an investment. It's like, no, you can, the reason why I'm buying this ETH is I can actually fucking use it.
Now it's getting to a point where you can use it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I want to get into a crypto that's like being used.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. I think, it's really, have you been paying attention to like the metaverse and
nah, people keep saying, I'm like,
it's pretty interesting. So I'll give you a little brief synopsis. Mark Zuckerberg changed the parent company of Facebook to now Meta. So if you go on Instagram, Facebook,
it says Meta
and stuff. So now he kind of took the name Metaverse and is like kind of trying to trademark it. But it's interesting because like once he changed his name to Meta, the word metaverse has now been used a lot more, and it just means
even meta, even the word meta.
Yeah, and they've never really used it that much in like articles and stuff. But now it basically just means like almost like GTA is a metaverse, but they've never used that word before.
Yeah.
But so it's gonna get to a point they think where they're gonna try to basically like NFTs, like your NFT will be in your metaverse. You'll be able to maybe wear your NFT or show your NFT off in your metaverse. And then, it was getting real crazy. The whole idea, I guess. Did you ever see the movie with Justin Timberlake where they have the time, where they trade like, hey, can you get me a coffee? You get me a coffee, I trade you time. Like that's our value, is like we have time on our hands. And like once our time runs out, we die. So like the richest people in the world have all the time. So they do all this different shit, and people like, I guess, sell their time for more shit and like more pleasure and stuff like that. It's real crazy. It's kind of like a Black Mirror type of concept. And you watch that show Black Mirror?
I have seen some.
I've
episodes.
seen a few. I've only seen a few episodes.
I want to do a podcast with whoever's thinking of these ideas.
I know.
What are you doing?
Crazy. And but I guess the idea is like the metaverse is going to be this alternate reality. Did you ever see Ready Player One?
No.
So like basically a kid lives in a slums. We live in this massive civilization where it's like people like high rises on high rise on high rise. Probably everybody's poor, but he puts on these virtual reality goggles and he joins this metaverse world. And he's fucking the best player in the world. He like beats all the top levels in the world. And then like he goes to like the whole movie is just like him in the game basically, but it's like a real life game. And he's just doing the most crazy shit you could imagine in a video game like imagination world. And then he takes off his goggles and then he's in the slums, poor as shit. Nothing he doesn't own anything in real life. And then the movie just ends. So the idea is, I guess, like the metaverse, they're probably going to try to incorporate people to just start investing their time in meta life, in meta time and meta value, I guess you can say, in this like alternate reality. And then you start owning properties, you own a business, you start doing different things in the metaverse. And then I think what they're going to try to do, this might be a little conspiracy, maybe not. They're going to try to eventually, and I was watching Black Mirror the other day, where they're probably going to try to recreate consciousness. What they're trying to do that with artificial AI intelligence, artificial intelligence, robots. You're trying to create what a human would think and do, and to create the best robot. How would a human think? Maybe, could you add feelings to a robot? Would that help a robot perform? Right.
Okay.
So then I know it's getting crazy. So then it gets to a point where you take your actual consciousness and you can incorporate it into the game. And then when you die in real life, you stay alive in the metaverse. You stay alive in these alternate realities. And you can live for however long you can provide income and stuff, whatever it may be. Isn't that a crazy concept? I just drop the mic and I disappear.
Interesting.
Yeah. But the metaverse is crazy. It is. And it's not there yet, virtual reality. There's some cool, like the Oculus goggles, you can put them on and hike in mountains and shit, but you're not really doing anything. But yeah, it's gonna get crazy to a point where you're actually immersed, and you're not using controllers to play the game. You're just using pure brain, and that's probably like, that's the idea. You're using pure brain, like Neuralink. You know Elon Musk's Neuralink. He's kind of like, this has been like a real conspiracy, but I mean he's open about it. He's trying to create a chip to put into people's brains, and the argument is that he's gonna help people. Let's say someone with I don't know if these are the best examples, but maybe someone with a speech impediment or a stutter, maybe the Neuralink can reprogram some of their brains and they won't stutter anymore. They won't, or maybe they have Parkinson's and they can't stop shaking, and the Neuralink will go in if it gets to this point and will help the disease or the illness. I think that's kind of the idea with Neuralink.
Jeez.
It's scary. It's really some Black Mirror shit.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I know. Just ruined the day. You got any new music dropping? Do you drop every week?
No.
Were you dropping?
What's today? What time? When do you want
Wednesday.
music, people?
Wednesday,
next Friday. I can make it happen.
This next Friday. That's funny.
When am I Is that what you asked? When am I dropping new music? Really, whenever.
And I saw you mostly just drop singles. Are you working? Do you want to drop like an album?
It's already there.
Oh, you have an album out there too?
No, I'm saying
it's already in the works.
It's in the vault.
It's in the vault.
I'm actually shooting music videos for it right now, so I can roll it out correctly.
Yeah,
not correctly. That's dumb as fuck.
No, I know what you mean though. No, you want to do the right marketing and shit. Yeah.
I mean, either way, even if I drop the album and then the music video is like, I'm blowing it the fuck up either way. But it'd be cool to drop an album and like right away you get like 2 music videos from it. Even if I roll out music videos for it like a few weeks after or a month after for certain ones, I want to drop it and have like substance,
content with it.
Substance, lyric videos, music videos. You gotta move in abundance. You want to live an abundant life, you gotta move in abundance.
Oh damn!
You know what I mean? It's like you want to live a shitty life, you start doing shitty things, start thinking shitty, start being shitty.
It's true, bro.
Damn. You know, you live the life of what you are.
Damn, bro.
Like,
I'm taking a cold shower after this. Fucking coming over and making some fucking music.
yeah, bro, you got to slide over. I don't know what you're doing today, but we can make it happen.
Hey, bro, I'm not doing anything. We can call Ben and shit, see what he's
Hell
doing.
yeah.
That'd be lit, bro.
Yeah, we can.
That'd be awesome.
Can do
I
whatever.
just finished editing Ben's video. I just got to post it.
How long does it take for you to edit a video?
Podcast not long because
There's not too many cuts, if any.
If any, I just gotta
Right.
line the clips up with the audio. Not bad. If I'm not feeling lazy, which I shouldn't be, I have done it in the past with solos, but usually I'll listen to the full podcast and add pictures so people can follow along and stuff like that.
Tough.
Yeah, so
that's what
But I don't want to cut. I don't want to edit or anything.
Yeah.
I don't mind cursing. There's certain words where you don't want to say. But
yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, I don't mind cursing. I don't mind talking about certain things. That's the whole idea, keeping it real. Like I'm down to talk about maybe uncomfortable conversations. Like yesterday, me and Ben were talking about racism and this, that, and the third. And dude, the average person doesn't want to have that fucking conversation. But you got to put yourself in the position where if you kind of know what you're talking about, which not everybody does, and I'm not a genius, I don't know that much, but I know a little bit. I read a little bit, and it gives me a little bit of confidence to be able to have an opinion. And yeah, I think it is important. Like someone's got to talk about it. Someone has to have an honest conversation, and I think we're losing a little bit of this honesty, this regular conversation
to fit in, be able to.
We all got deep insecurities. We all have like serious issues. Like there's no reason like that should be ostracized or you should feel weird. And I don't know. It's just like we're all very normal, and like certain like bad jokes, dirty jokes, like they're funny for a reason. They're dirty for a reason. Like they have their merit and stuff. So I kind of like technically this is a comedy podcast. Like that's like the whole subject.
My camera does the same thing.
Yeah, it's like the 30 minutes. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. But
how do you know it's about to stop?
Oh, I wait 30 minutes. It stops at 30 minutes. I got the time right up there. I got the time and then I kind of time it. But yeah, 30 minutes and then it stops. But yeah, definitely I've been in contact with a couple like pretty cool comedians.
Nice.
And trying to basically work on some content with them, help them produce maybe their own podcast or help them maybe upgrade some of the, because there's some famous comedians that have maybe kind of shitty quality podcasts just because they don't know how to edit videos or do anything like that. So I've been hitting them up, talking to a few guys. A lot of them live out west, which is a pain in the ass. But there's some guys out in New York, and just trying to get my foot in the door with maybe some of those guys and start doing some video content, video photography, video editing, podcast production, and stuff like that. I have been in contact with them, so I do gotta get out there. And honestly, deep down inside, I do kind of want to get on stage and start performing some comedy. I have jokes written. I can go up and do a solid probably like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and
that's fire.
Yeah, it's just I honestly got to just stop being a big puss and just go out there and do it. But also, we don't live in like an area there's like I'd have to drive to the beach every day just to do like a 5-minute show or something like that.
TikTok,
or like a 1-minute set. Yeah, I would make the content because I can go out there and make an actual vlog.
Both.
I can make the vlog. I can make a TikTok. Go up there and do comedy and turn it into not just trying something, but also actually turn it into content as well myself. So
I know what you mean.
Yeah. So.
But then let's say, there's no venue, there's no opening, whatever the case is. The biggest stage is your phone.
Yeah.
There is no stage that you can fit 1 billion people.
Yeah.
You can post a TikTok, get 10 million views. Where are you going to go around here and have a 10 million view thing going on?
Yeah.
Where?
No, you're right.
Where? You don't. It's not a thing.
It's true.
That's why this is the I'm pointing on my phone. Oh, no, it's over here. This phone right here is the stage. This is where to go hard.
Yeah.
Honestly, harder than maybe going to a venue.
Yeah.
At least at first.
Yeah, I know.
Because then next thing you know, when you do go to a venue,
yeah,
there might be some more people there.
Yeah, some following and
stuff like that. But the beauty about it is then let's say you're making TikToks, whatever, you go to a venue, like what you said, you can now make content at the venue.
Exactly.
And you're doing both.
Exactly.
Like when I was performing at Blend, I was just like, my dad knew, just record.
Yeah, he was
record everything.
And then you had like the photographer kid. He's out there.
He murked it.
Yeah.
He took such good pictures.
That's fire, bro. My boy, actually, I had him on my podcast, my boy Marvin. Dude, he's fucking, bro, shout out to my fucking boy Marvin right now. Dude,
Tough.
Yeah, bro, he's fire, bro. He started with just like, regular rappers around here. And dude, now he's working with Fatboy SSE. He was just shooting Fetty Wap the other day, sitting right next to Fetty Wap at his concert. You're shooting like a lot of like pretty popular people. I think he was at a Lil Durk concert. And he's like out there. I think he's out in LA right now. He works for like, I don't know if he works for a music company, but he was doing stuff with a music producer and stuff. And he did his own shots, and probably going to start doing probably like, you know, some of those Instagram model girls. That's a big content driver for photographers. You know, they go out of their way and take hella pictures. But he's out there. He's really taking a lot of photos and doing like the whole like rapper photography scene. He's really in the scene, doing fucking in the studio and shit, going to the parties and shit. But yeah, I had him on. He's awesome. He takes some bangers. I could show you him. He takes some really fire ass photos, and his edits really good. Like way better than me. Way better than me. But yeah, Marvin, he's fire. I'll show you him. I'll show you Marvin. He's fire. And music videos. How many music videos do you have?
A good amount. Yeah,
Good amount.
Pretty. You can scroll.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's always a good feeling. Just scroll through, watch whichever one you want.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
When did you make your first music video?
Good question. Fuck, I don't know.
Like 19, 20?
Let's see. I'm gonna tell you. So the first music video was for a song called "No Love," and it says 2 years ago. But let's see the date. If it tells you the date, January 18th, 2020. Oh, so yeah, literally like little over 2 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Been at it. How many views does that have?
78,000.
Damn. That's lit, bro. That's lit. You smiling when you say that shit. That's so funny, man. That is awesome. That is awesome.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what was I about to say? I was about to ask something.
So about the music videos?
Music videos.
How we're about to shoot one?
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely shoot one. I'll definitely help you. That'd be dope for me. That'd be really awesome.
Bro, we can do as many as we want.
Yeah, that would be dope. I'd enjoy that.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, I feel like I had a good one. I feel like I had a goodie. But dude, making music with Rob Sand, do you guys like chill all the time and make music, or how'd you meet him?
Okay. So it was a senior dance no. It was a fashion show or something.
Oh,
okay, so there was a fashion show happening, and I was at the YMCA getting a nice little workout the night before, you know, and Dom Maglione was there.
Dom Mag.
And I was like, so I don't know, something about I need a haircut or something. I don't know where to go. Something along the lines of that. Right, something. And
funny.
I didn't like have like a stable barber at the time. And he was like, oh, like go to my boy Rob. So like that next day went to him, boom, got a cut. He already knew me because he used to chill with my brother. And
you have an older brother?
Yeah,
okay.
We're 6 years apart. So I didn't remember, but he already knew me. We started talking about stuff. I was like, yeah, I make beats. And he was like, oh shit, like you make beats? Like me too. He started showing me his beats. His beats were fire. I started showing him mine. He's like, oh shit, fire.
Yeah.
So then we would link up and started to make beats. And then it turned into recording some songs together, releasing the songs. And then, we just started dominating TikTok.
Yeah, dude, you have, bro. Him too. How many followers does he have? I think it's like a couple 100,000.
1 point something million.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fire, dude. Jesus. You guys are out there, bro. You guys are out there fucking up.
Bro,
TikTok, bro.
because we just
you gotta
started.
Be careful, no one calls you out for a boxing match, bro.
I will fuck that.
Bro, you gotta call somebody out.
I don't know. Maybe, probably, definitely not everyone. There's gonna be people out there where I'm like, oh fuck, you fucked me up. But bro, I used to not like box, but I boxed for like over.
I called out some famous people before.
Over a
Danny
year.
Duncan. I still fight Danny Duncan. I got a couple people on the list.
Let's put it like this: if you see me in the ring, you would think I'm a boxer.
Oh, really?
Promise you.
You be training? I want to get in there.
I have a punching bag that I wreck.
Oh yeah.
And I stay cognitive and conscious of my form and.
You know Thomas Bremer?
Nah.
He went to Steiner for a year. My boy Thomas. He moved to Tennessee, and he started doing fucking like MMA and kickboxing. And the other day, he's like kind of like always like been the smaller friend, and like my friend Jan's like always like a big goofus in a good way, and he's a big strong kid, and like we were all like play fighting, and then Thomas goes and like picks up Jan, like slams it, like not hard, but like in like a joking way, and Jan's like, oh shit, Thomas knows how to fight. It was just mad funny, bro. That shit is funny. Yeah, but the TikTokers, bro, you can make a bag too. not fighting and shit. Dude, the TikTokers. I mean, you don't want to get on the wrong.
Like
the TikTok YouTubers. It makes some money.
Like setting up an event. You just set up an event.
You're being like a co-main event under some super famous TikTokers and shit.
Yeah.
Be like Vinny Hacker, get the dub and shit.
Any TikToker, you want a box? Hit me up.
Oh my gosh!
Please,
right here on the
please. I honestly like
in the purple fit.
Now he's got my ego kicking.
Yo.
It's like nah, but I've seen some celebrity, whatever you want to call them, like
some of them are not very impressive,
bro. Yeah. I'm telling you, they start like training and shit too.
Yeah, they all pay for they all pay for trainers and start training and shit.
I'm telling you, there's no chance.
Yeah, I would like to think the same for myself, but once you get in there and you start getting punched, you're like, oh shit.
I'm only saying that because I've been in the ring plenty of times, sparring people.
Okay.
Like many times,
that's
like every week type of deal.
Yeah, that's lit.
So
I'd like to start
it's boxing. Something where it's like you ride a bike. If someone were to be like, hop on this bicycle, you'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like if someone was like, hop in this ring, I'm like, okay. Because it's something I've done before. Now, if it's some fucking dude that weighs 6 times the size of me, it's like, oh, shit. Fuck. But
that's funny. That is funny.
That was honestly, shout out to boxing because before I boxed, I feel like I was a bitch.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Like, it develops character.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
It definitely does.
Being in a ring with someone that just wants to beat the fuck out of you.
Bro.
It's not like taking like a test and you get nervous about a test. We're talking about like primal instinct. Like that shit is not to be fucked with.
No, that's the real deal.
So when I started hopping in rings with people where they wanted to fuck me up, it's different.
It's different. It's
different.
Yeah.
That's why it's like it's different. Like posting 3 TikToks a day. It's like, bro, you ever been in a ring with someone that's 2 times the size of you, 4 years older than you, and it's just like y'all are in there sparring? It's a little different.
Yeah, that is fucking interesting.
Yeah, we can, bro. You gotta come to the house, bro. We can get workouts in, content.
Bro. We gotta kick it, bro.
Hell yeah,
we gotta kick.
Blow shit up.
That's lit, bro.
Blow shit up.
Bro, you have anything? Any questions for me? Anything you want to ask? Anything you want to put to the people? We got 2 hours here.
When did you? That's how we just hit 2.
Yeah,
that's a long one.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good though.
I think my longest is almost 3.
Okay,
almost 3. I think.
Oh,
like 2.5.
When did you start this, or before that? What inspired this? What was like podcast? I want one now.
So I'll give you somewhat of a long story. I believe it was the Parkland, Florida high school shooting. And that happened. We were in high school at the time. And there's all these like kind of protests and stuff like that. And all these young kids were very vocal.
Okay.
And at the time, it was at a point where like I was looking for information on it. And most people just weren't having an honest conversation. The news was kind of bullshit. The news is just not like a good actual platform. So long story short, I found Joe Rogan, this guy, Joe fucking Rogan. I didn't even really know who he was, right? And I'm like 18 at the time, 17, 18. And he starts talking about the Parkland shooting. He's having people on. He has gun expert. And I'm following up. And like in a few days, he has this gun expert on talking about all this shit. I'm like, oh, this is mad interesting. A few days later, he has some other like Republican conservative, maybe Ben Shapiro or some type of character like that, having like his skit and saying this, that, and the third. Like, whoa, I fucking never. And so then it just kind of started like enlightening me. And then, so then when was this? So this is before college. Before college, this is senior year. And then deep down inside, I was like, dude, this is what I fucking want. I want to do some shit like this. Just talk to people, this is awesome. And then basically went off to college, did my business marketing for a year, was going to join a frat, was going to do this, that, and the third, and then dropped out of college and went to Mercer and was going to transfer to a bigger college and go somewhere. Like I just wanted to go to Florida and live beautiful life summer and freaking beautiful girls and beach and partying and shit. That was kind of my dream at a certain point. And then I was home for the summer, and then I guess what did I do? This is what I did. I started training freshman year of college. I kind of got chunky, and I started exercising towards the end. And then I basically decided I was going to run a marathon
nice
summer. And I was just like telling everybody, and then I signed up for it, and my parents like, you never fucking run a marathon ever. And I was just like, I don't know. They were like, start with a half marathon. I was like, no, fuck that shit. I was like, I got to do 13 miles in training anyway. So it's like, I'm already doing half marathons. And so then I started training for it again, watching Joe Rogan. And then I started in this summer, that summer where I started really training, exercising, watching, I started reading books. I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I read some simple little books, and then I started reading like actual science about nutrition and actual books. And I also looked at it as a difficult task to read a full book. I don't think it's easy to read 300, 400, 500 pages, even 200 pages. Most people that buy a book and read it don't finish it. That's like I think they say 60% of people that buy a book and start it never even finish it. So I don't think it's easy to finish a book. Like sometimes you get halfway through a book, it's fucking boring, and like you just gotta drag yourself through. But I do think that is like a mental task and a mental game. And then I started really seeing myself change. Like I just became not smarter, but I use the word enlightened. I started understanding. I'm starting to read. I'm starting to become a little bit more educated than I was. I never read in high school, never read in middle school. I went a year in college, didn't read a fucking book. You know what I'm saying? And then I started reading about finance, and then I read this one book about finance, and I'm like, well, now I need to read all about taxes, all about passive income, all about real estate, because it touched on all these different things. And I was like, I don't know jack shit about any of it. I was like, it turned on the light bulb, but I don't know anything. So then this is all before I did podcasts, vlogs, anything like that. I really started reading, and started to challenge myself, reading like pretty good literature, Jordan Peterson, listening to lectures. And then I basically ran the marathon and was pissed as shit that I didn't like vlog and do make a content story of it. And I was like, dude, I should have fucking done that. I started like doing my content, started doing that. So then I basically just invested, and I was still going to Mercer at this time. So I would like go to class in the morning, come home, record a podcast, talk about what I did in class, and make like little vlogs. At this time, I'm trying to figure out, and I'm posting, but I'm really trying to figure out how to use audio. Yeah. I don't even know how to use audio, put together a
But you
video.
were posting while doing it?
I was posting.
See, look.
Most people won't do that. Yeah.
That's like, for me, like that was a sign where I said, oh, I know you're going to be good. And because a lot of people, like, their ego gets in the way.
Yes.
And they feel like entitled.
Insecurity, maybe. Maybe they're more insecure.
Yeah. But it's also like, they might see a podcast with really nice mics and this and that, and don't have the budget for it, and they think it's less. Yeah. But that's not where the value is. And
I read some books that helped my mindset, but I knew even if I put out a shit product, as long as I'm going through the process,
correct.
I am learning and I'm getting better. Even if I'm not going out of my way to maybe learn new things, but just going through the process, I'm getting better. And then eventually I was like, if I really want to take it serious, I got to actually invest into this room, turn it into a studio, and then start my own podcast channel. And then that came to be, and just had some guests, and then eventually got the flow of things, got the Podbean account, got my website, got this, that, and the third. And then now I'm in a place where, and honestly, if I'm being honest, last year I was probably in a place where I could have went really, really hard in the podcast and start having really good guests on and stuff like that. I could say COVID fucked shit up, but that's kind of an excuse. But this year, I'm planning on going pretty
well. Definitely, hard. I understand it would hinder people coming.
Yeah, coming.
It's valid.
Yeah,
it's valid.
For a while, we thought the world was gonna end. For a little bit, like the first month, you're like, shit, are we all gonna get COVID and die? So yeah, it was kind of weird. But yeah, and then I just basically stopped going to college after that semester. Like we went from in person to online. I stopped after that semester and basically just kind of invested in all this different gear. And also, like, deep down inside, I also want to make documentaries. So when I drove across the country, I have footage, and I'm going to turn it into, like, a real cinematic documentary, not like a vlog. I got, and also, like, a bit of the reading. Like, I read some of these books. Like, I have Washington Crossing, Pulitzer Prize book. Read that book, and then I'll follow the actual trail, go through Trenton, where he crossed Trenton and won the Battle of Trenton. Go through literally my house right here. That there's a big ass tree. Washington crossed there and slept there. Apparently, there's a little fishing hole river right back in my house. I go fishing there and stuff, and I chill. And Washington crossed over that to go to the Battle of Princeton and go beat the Battle of Princeton. That's a huge battles that gave us our freedom to today. And it's just like, dude, it's in our back fucking yard. And I can just, but I do want to get the information and then be able to really have a good storytelling documentary film. And I kind of want to do that with a lot of different things. Kind of like documentaries, travel documentaries, go into people's lives, and just thought-provoking content. In the beginning, when I first made vlogs, I honestly thought I was going to be able to make, because I used to watch it back in the day, like Supreme and Jordan videos and like sneaker unboxings. And I thought I was going to be able to hit a market and just gain a lot of subscribers and then transfer into vlogs.
Okay.
And it didn't really do that. And also I didn't like making videos about fucking clothes and shit like that. I wanted to make thought-provoking videos. I want to make people think. I want to read and talk about educated things. And it doesn't need to be super serious all the time. I can make jokes. We can make racist jokes and gay jokes, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be that serious, but I do want to have an underlying conversation of like real shit, some real shit going on. I don't want to talk about 6ix9ine getting face tattoos and shit like that. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. So that's kind of where I am. But I'm trying to figure it out, doing it. But it's nice to see people like you in the neighborhood and in the community, in the area, and just like coming on now, start like a little friendship. And now, you got a great mindset, great positivity, and you got good people around you and stuff. And there's some other people around us that are probably like motivated and stuff like that. And so it's not too bad. It's a grind, but at the end of the day, this is what I want to do. Like I do this for free right now. So it's like, I would do it either way. So I enjoy it. I have fun with it. So
that's what it is.
That's what it is. Exactly. So
I feel like the biggest thing that helped me, and I didn't even realize, was when I first started making beats, not even really recording on them, just making beats. Like genuinely, I really had no thoughts about any outcomes.
Yeah.
Like seriously, not one. There was no thought where I'm like, how am I gonna sell this beat or place it? No.
Can I ask you this? Now that you make music and you kind of have an outcome for it, and maybe you have like a responsibility for yourself and to make music, maybe try to make some money off of it. Does it change the way you view the process and the artistic thing? You still look at it the same? It's just fun and shit and enjoying it and vibing.
When I'm making a song, there's absolutely no like business attached. Like, oh, but should I say this for TikTok? No.
Yeah, that's important. That's good.
No, I tap into that same place and let that flow.
That's lit. That is lit. Bro, this was a great conversation. You got anything else? You good?
So, how long, when you were like, ooh, I want to make a podcast, how long did it take you to get what you needed? Or did you scale? Did you do one without the mics first? Or you got this stuff first?
Honestly, my brother, that Blue Yeti microphone, my brother was making Minecraft videos way back in the day when we were little kids. And he had that from like doing that. And I had my laptop. I went out of my way to buy this laptop, just a MacBook Pro, just something simple because I knew it had the editing software. And I knew like, I bought it before I was even started, but I knew deep down inside I was going to do some form of video edits and at least photo edits and do something with
shit that would have to
exactly. So I was like, if I'm going to get a laptop, I might as well just get something. So then, then eventually, like, I don't know what happened where I was just like, I'm going to make a honestly, probably, if I'm being honest, when I ran the marathon, there was really like a realization, like I can honestly do anything I want. I like the most.
There you go.
The most crazy feeling of like you can really fucking do anything you put your mind to. And honestly, if I'm being honest, I probably lost that fire, and I probably got to do something to get that fire back. But honestly, I feel like a marathon would fucking turn me up real quick. But I want to run a marathon. I want to do some crazy shit like that. But
I don't think the fire is lost.
No, it's not.
It goes nowhere.
Yeah, no, the fire is there, but you just got to get the mindset right and the pieces right and stuff like that. But yeah, so I ran the marathon. I was like, dude, I can fucking do anything. And then I just started, and I knew that it was gonna be ass. I always, like, a lot of people say, like, even Joe, like, you start doing comedy, you're gonna be ass. Like, you start making a song, it's not gonna be a good song. In the first few songs, it's gonna be ass. You got to learn how to do it. You got to learn the process. But if you really want to keep doing it, you got to stick around, and eventually it'll get better. So I was making bullshit videos. All I had was a GoPro, so I was using the GoPro as a vlogging stick, trying to make cool. Like, for a while, bro, my podcast was recorded with the GoPro. I was using the GoPro as the video, and then I was using that USB microphone. Just plug it into the USB, and I'll just sit here, and my laptop would be my aesthetic little thing, and shitty lighting. I just talk about random things and stuff, and then try to just actually scale it and turn it into something that's a little bit more longevity based. Like now I can have a conversation, I can meet people and have them on. And so now, yeah. And that was always the goal. The goal was always to talk to people. So even when I started just the one mic, I didn't have any mics, like just the one mic, just plug it in. I was like, I'm not planning on having any guests, but in the future, 100%.
You manifested that.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
You said you had 2 mics and you didn't even have like guests or anything yet.
No, I didn't even have 2 mics, but I didn't even have anything. And then I knew I wanted to have a 2 guest pod. I knew I wanted to talk to people.
Yeah.
Like I just want to talk to people. I wanted like that form of just, honestly, Rogan just talking to cool people, comedians, rappers, scientists, professors. They can talk about the most deep concepts, then they can talk about drugs and LSD and fucking DMT and aliens and shit. And I think that's awesome. That's the average human. The average human is curious about all this different shit. And I don't think there's enough, even in regular life, there's not enough time. Like, this is the longest conversation I've had with someone one-on-one in like the past, like probably 3 weeks, 3, 4, 5 weeks, besides like Ben that came on. Like most people don't have these interactions, these long form conversations. It's like, hey, how you doing, man? What's going on? Like, at the most, maybe you chill for like an hour with a squad of guys and stuff like that. But I think this form of conversation really helps society, and it helps me, honestly. It helps me. It's cool. Like I'm interested about you. I'm interested about people that I have on. And you got to be careful. Maybe you might have the wrong guest on, and you're like, "Fuck, this guy's weird," or like, "Let's get out of here." But for the most part, no, I like it. I like interacting with people. It's fun. Yeah. And I like that. I like the social stories. I like stories. I like social interactions. Yeah, I just like the whole thing. I like the vibe. I think it's good content too. I think it's phenomenal. Real. I think it's real.
It's awesome. We're 2 humans sitting down having a combo. That is valuable right there.
Yeah, like me and Ben were having a deep conversation yesterday, and there were moments where we were both silent, just thinking of answers, just like asking hard questions that fucking people need to ask, and it's just like, fuck, man, I don't really have an answer to that, and it's like I don't know. But that's like, again, we should have these conversations and keep moving forward and not trying to. I'm very, freedom of speech right now. Our speech is getting, with censorship, media censorship.
Yeah.
Like there's jokes that clips of me just joking on Bill Gates, this, that, and the third of the podcast that if I post on TikTok, they'll mute it.
Yeah,
so it's like, fuck, man. And I don't even say anything anti-vaccine, anything COVID, just like bombing on them, saying goofy stuff. And if it's got the right word in the algorithm, then it just silences it, takes it off. So it's that weird line too. And I don't want to say too much and then get kicked off or get banned or anything like that. So it's a fine line, but it's all right. You do have to stay powerful. And there is something that I've been telling myself, like, if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. And like, as simple and old school as that is, like, there are, like, you gotta stand for something, right? Like, you gotta have a few more. There's a few things. Like now, like, let's say, like the other day, my aunt came over and basically told me that Joe Rogan's an idiot and he doesn't know and I was like, and that's honestly coming from a smart woman, but that has probably never listened to Joe Rogan. So it's like, I'm not going to argue with her and like yelling fucking hate her, but at the end of the day, like, I'm not just going to let that fly. Like there's certain things where it's like, that's not true. You're putting out blatant disinformation, misinformation about Joe. You say he took horse dewormer. You say he's an alt-right, crazy conspiracy theorist. Like, that's not really true. You can go watch his podcast. He's a pretty open-minded guy. For the most part, he seems like he cares about a lot of people in every single aspect. And it's like this bullshit narrative. Like, what's another thing? Rap music. Recently, like, rap music. I know you make hip-hop, but like there's rap music about like, gangster rap, like killing each other, gang shit. There comes a point where it's like, dude, I know that's not good for society.
Yeah.
And there comes a point where it's like, I don't stand for it. I don't listen to it anyway. Like every once in a while, I'll listen to some rap music, but I really don't support, and I really can't stand listening to rap music. People killing each other, gang shit. I can't get behind that, man. I can't. So what do you stand for? It's like you come out and say Black Lives Matter, this, whatever you stand for, pro-life, justice, all this, and then next thing you know, you're talking about killing each other because you live on the wrong side of the street. And it's like you're making millions off it. Like there's a video of these young kids that asked these 2 rappers in South Florida to stop beefing because people are getting shot. These freaking kids are like 8 years old. And that's really what the music does. The music does influence people. And I do agree with freedom of speech. I think you have the right to artistic ability. And if you want to make hardcore rap music because that's where you're from and that's all you know, like I do understand that. But there is
then there's a point where it's like you're promoting it and you're making it cool.
These corporations are promoting it. In my opinion, these corporations and some of these music producers and
because they know it sells.
They know it sells. It is corrupting. It's corrupting our youth. fucking
It's for the money, bro.
sexualizing
People,
us and shit.
because you start to see that culture gets lost and the caring about actual society, and it's just to make money.
Yeah, so there's a few things like I do try to tell myself, especially becoming like a little bit older man, like a little bit grown adult type of man type of thing. I got to try to be a man. So there are some things like it's like you stand for nothing, you fall for anything, and you see that now. Like if you just take the COVID narrative, you just take this out of whims, you take all this anti-police narrative, and if you don't look into it, then you would think police are bad, anti-vaxxers are bad, this, that, and the third. But if you look into it, it's a much deeper conversation than the simple conversation that's being held right now. So there are like, someone's got to say it. Someone's got to stand up for it. And like, there's also good jokes. Like someone's got to make a black joke every once in a while. Someone's got to make a gay joke. We can't be weird about it. Someone's got to make a white joke. It's like, it's okay to make fun of white people and black people. Like, it's okay as long as it's a joke. As long as it's a joke. But people are so scared and like walking on eggshells. It's like, if I say all lives matter, I lose my goddamn fucking career, which is insane. So
yeah, the sensitivity definitely is
but that
prevalent.
Again, this is where we talked about people probably don't really have real issues in their life, right? They're tweeting from a cell phone. They're full of high fat and high sugar food. Yeah. And they're just fucking like, America's racist and capitalism sucks. It's like, well, fucking shut up. You haven't even thought about that, but what are you gonna do?
Just, people like to voice their opinions about everything. Even me voicing my opinion about TikTok, how like if you have value, you should post.
Yeah,
but like everyone has their own ways.
No, 100%. That's where you're like, yeah. And then that's like the devil's advocate. It's like, everybody should have their own opinion too. Yeah. Because everybody has their own opinion for a reason. And sometimes certain things they're right about, certain things I'm wrong about. And that's just what it is. All right. 2:20. What are you doing tonight, bro?
What's the vibes?
Dude, I'm down. We could call Ben. We call it Case.
Yeah. We'll do a big link up session.
I'll be lit, bro. I'll be lit.
Hit the stew.
Hit the
fucking new edition podcast room.
Bro. The podcast room looks nice.
Appreciate it.
I saw the first video, and then the second video, quality way better, right? When you got did you change the camera up? The second video?
No, I just changed the set.
Just the lighting and shit?
Just like...
That's all you got to do sometimes,
bro.
That's all you got to do.
Lighting is everything.
Are those real guitars hanging in the back?
Absolutely.
Can you play guitar?
I can make it sound like it.
Okay, fair enough. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
I got that. I can't really play that.
Hell bullshit. Yeah. Is it tuned?
No, I haven't touched it in probably months, which is a shame, but it's a goddamn shame. Shouldn't even be sad. I should give it away, but it's nice. I played it a little bit in college, and I was trying to play. It's like that. I'm at that gap where like I can play some strums, I can learn how to play, but then it's like I now have to take the leap of actually learning chords and reading, and it's like the actual seriousness of like, okay, now you got to learn how to play. It's like, whoa, I can kind of play around on it and shit, but
this is whether or not like if that's like what you desire or not.
Yeah, I'm not making music. I do kind of want to play like the little ukulele at like bonfires and shit like that. So that is like, that would be a cool goal. That's like a cool party thing. Like someone that can do a backflip. It's like, I can't do that, but I got my fucking ukulele.
I got my uke.
Oh, shit.
I got my uke with me. I have a ukulele.
That's funny. I got to get one. A little banjo. The banjos are lit. I played the sax. I played the violin in third grade. I played the sax. I broke my leg and I couldn't play the sax. I was all fucked up that year.
Huh?
I broke my leg and I had surgery on it and I was out of school for a while. This is when I was in fourth grade.
Oh, okay.
So then I was like, I wanted to be like the cool saxophone dude in school, have like a solo and shit, but I never got to really practice because I was all fucked up. And then I never really played anything again, fifth grade.
You're like, fuck that.
Did you play sports in high school or anything? Were you a sport guy?
Not in high school.
Or like recreational wise?
Yeah. Always. I grew up playing basketball.
Oh, basketball.
Yeah, that was like my. That
Even
was the
in
one that
high school, like if you don't like it, it really is a commitment, bro. Every day you got practice and shit.
Yeah.
For all, like basketball, football, soccer. Like I played soccer and then I played hockey. The reason I played hockey because Nottingham was so laid back with it. Like practice like twice a week and it's on ice and you're just riding around. And
for hockey?
Yeah, for hockey. So you don't really do much. Our team was not good.
Twice a week, huh?
Because you could only afford ice time. So it's like,
shit.
Other than that, what are you gonna be like running sprints? Nottingham's not doing that. So when it comes to hockey. And so the ice time was really, that was the biggest problem is getting ice time. So even that, like realistically, like you practice twice a week. And then once the games start, maybe you have practice once every 2 weeks, once every 10 days. And then you have games and stuff. So, and then senior year, I didn't play because it's not really worth it. I regret it. I wish I played, travel and play some hockey. Who really gives a shit? But I was working and making some money. So it's not that bad.
You bought the Roadcaster from it. You're all right.
Yeah, exactly.
That shit didn't just fall from the sky.
No, it did not. It did cost $600.
Yeah.
$599.
I was thinking about. I was about to buy that fucker or like something like it.
Yeah, no.
But that was like, wait, hold on. I have an interface that can have 4 inputs, like 4 mics.
Yeah.
I was like, I already have Logic. Let me. Before that, let me see how it is to run it on Logic.
Do it before. Yeah. No, this is nice. Honestly, I don't even use it to its full potential. I probably should, but
it is
I'll
it looks very nice.
It does look nice. It's clean.
Nice.
It's got a good audio, and yeah, I like it.
Tough,
yeah. Dude. How was the podcast? You liked it, bro?
Loved it.
Liked it?
Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on. The Keepin' It Real podcast. Your boy Krispel.
There we go.
Check it out. Links in the description. His music will all be the first links. Music, TikTok, this, that, and the third will all be there. His YouTube channel and his... Is your podcast going to be on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, I made a separate channel, and then I was like...
honestly, I'll just throw it on your...
Yeah,
I was not going to post clips. Say fuck the clips and just post a full channel.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? It's already getting a following. That page is monetized, so I'm like, let me keep it on there.
So check that out. Links will be in the description. Also, check out his music. Music phenomenal. If you guys want to shout out any of your songs, any new releases,
anything, just search up Krispel, Krispel on any platform, Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, YouTube, Tidal, whatever you use. It's all on there to bless your ears. And if you like it, I appreciate it. If you don't, I appreciate that too.
Share that music with a fan and drop in the comments what's your favorite song. Subscribe to the channel right here. Subscribe to the Keepin' It Real podcast. Thank you so much for watching.
Subscribe right here.
Like the like button because that helps as well.
Like button's right here.
Deuces, everybody.
Peace.